What's up, everybody? Welcome to How We Roll. It is Monday. It is the start of our brand new D&D campaign. We are getting the subs and resubs coming in fast and furious. Thank you guys so much for that. Much love. Take your pants off. Hit hi. Go ahead and thank everybody.
Hi. Thank
in just
you,
a minute.
Beta.
Thanks. You hit like a hard break there, Gore. You came in hot,
weird.
and then you were like,
energy was...
I know. I was kind of waiting until the alert said, like, shut up. So, yes, welcome to the show. We're going to do a full intro here in just a minute. But tonight we are bringing you something we've not done before. We are giving Curse of Strahd the How We Roll treatment. The relative Curse of Strahd, as we're calling it. Another resub, thank you for that. And I will go through and thank everybody individually here in just a minute. So first of all, I want to say, look at this gorgeous overlay that we have, courtesy of Satchmo, who painstakingly hand drew and made all of this, which is freaking awesome and so sexy. So, yep.
It's very sexy.
Gotta love it. It is the shiznit.
Very erotic.
So, props to you, Satch. Picked it.
You okay, Matt?
Oh, I'm doubling down on what he's saying. I agree.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a tall man. He's never said it before, but...
That's what he said. He said it's very sexy. I agree.
They're still coming in. But yeah, so what does that mean? Well, a relative Curse of Strahd has got a double entendre of a meaning. Double entendre of a meaning, as you will discover as we start playing.
On the tundra.
That's right. Double entendre.
Double on the tundra.
Double on the tundra. Is everyone but Gore supposed to look emo? Yeah, I didn't get the memo.
You wouldn't have even if we
The
asked.
DM doesn't need to look emo for this, just us.
I gotta look different. I'm wearing the color of blood.
It's the brand colors.
Blood.
Black and red.
There you go. But yeah, so we're super excited. We have all new everything for you guys. We have a new intro, a new outro, and super excited to show you all the things that we have been working so hard on these last couple of weeks.
We apologize in advance for our outros.
I don't
Maybe
apologize
you
at
do.
all.
I apologize for nothing.
I apologize for nothing. Stick to yourself.
You're welcome. You're welcome is what I say.
Actually,
No.
There we go.
Now, why do you apologize? I want to know why, Shaggy.
So we're going to
Speak
go
on that.
ahead and, before we go any
It's not your
further, I'm
fault.
going to go ahead and play catch-up. So, Shagget, Jay Nirvana, End Times Prophet, Snuggler, Neo Gambit, Terror Pesos, Chris Tactics, Open-Handed Badger, Dr. Optimal, Narnia, Beta DM Dragon, Satchmo, and Son of Joxer. Thank you for your subs or resubs. And thank you anyone that hit the follow button in amongst all that mess as well. So there we go.
Pants off.
Take your pants off, hit the high. Oh, yeah. Alrighty, well, you know who I am. Let's talk to these dudes down here and find out what they got for you this time around. So first up, as always, it seems to be, I seem to remember saying last time, we're not going to put Snugs first this time. We're going to put somebody else first. And Snugs is still first, so there we go. It just means,
here I am.
It is what it is.
It's dare I say it's destiny? Dare I?
Destiny, yes.
Dare I say it's destiny? Or did you just...
Don't dare. Don't
There you
dare.
go. But,
no, it's just I forgot.
Okay.
Don't double dare.
That's what I was going to say. Or was it just a slip of the mind? I like
go
destiny
ahead,
more.
if you will, and give us your intro, Mr. Snuggler.
Nope.
Did you just give me the flashing light on the acceptance speech? Okay, that's fine. Hey everyone, I am the Snuggler, and tonight I'm going to be debuting the maiden voyage of my new character, Octavius Hexalante. Do we say what we are? Because I'm a halfling. Do we say what our class is? And I am going to be playing a halfling blood hunter.
Bloodbender. Halfling
He
bloodbender.
forgot he had to check.
I didn't have to check, but I did have to remember really quick. A halfling blood hunter. A class has never been seen on How We Roll.
No, we have not played one as of yet. So
Bringing
there
that
we
new
go.
flavor, that new smell I'm wafting up to your nostrils. Okay.
Hey, gotta love it. So,
Have we said, like, do we want to introduce what our characters...
Well, the
Just
cast
use
I
a
know,
roll.
it's up to y'all. It's up to you.
I mean,
you can kind of
Jump
do that
did-
at the end, I think.
But Junk did do the party command above, so it's kind of already all spoiled.
Yeah, I know. I should have not enabled that beforehand. I should have done it after, but never mind. Anyway, so Jane Ivana,
So
tell
wait,
us about
it's not
who
a
you're
secret
playing.
then?
No.
All right, I am playing Gemma Mildwood, a human wizzy, and that's short for wizard. If you're curious,
Ooh.
I am the youngest biological child of this family. I am 19 years old, and I just want everything to be perfect.
We saw high.
Thanks.
Well, there we go. Well, if it had been the other one,
Thanks.
Junk, it wouldn't have been relevant, would it? So there you go. Also joining us, we have Satchmo. Who do you have for us?
Satchmo has Trip. Trip Mildwood. I'm going to be playing a bard, a human bard, as it were. It's been a while. I'm excited.
Whoop, whoop.
Bling. I love it.
Alrighty,
That's all we need to know.
and what do you have for us, Crispy?
Hello, I play Douglas Mildwood, a human ranger. He's 41. He is the father of my sweet babies, Trip and Gemma. And I just love them so, so much. And I cannot wait to go on an adventure with them. And I hope that they never stop loving me or ever leave me because
Hey,
I love them.
I love the
Dougie?
fact that you've already
Forgotten about Matt's character.
forgot your
Yep.
adopted child. Oh my god.
Oh, don't worry about that. So also, I didn't know we were revealing that part yet.
You totally forgot
I didn't know
about
we were okay,
That's
I'm
so
new
funny.
to being an adoptive parent. I also have my sweet baby Octavius.
It's been
New? It's been like
14
13 years.
Wait, where did you come from? What was your name again?
Who's that?
Thingy? Thingy? What was
You
your
know,
name?
he's
I
a
mean, he's so
different
sh-
kind of kid, you know? I don't want to.
He is short. He's forgettable. That's
Anyway,
the reality.
I am definitely not forgettable.
I
my
totally
character.
Hold on, let me get
I
into
totally
dad mode
understand
again.
why your character is like he is now, Matt. I totally get
I
it.
love all
you
of my
living in
children.
this family? Oh my god.
I love all of my children so very much. All three of them. All
Thanks,
three.
Daddy.
Both three
And
of them.
last but not least, so that makes your wife Shagget. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Who do you play, Shagget?
I
wish.
play Seth Mildwood, the older brother to Douglas, the uncle to the kids, except Octavius, because I don't count him. He's only like half a person at best, right?
Neither do I, apparently.
It's
That's
too
not
evil for me.
canonical. That's not canonical.
We have the
I-
statistical 2.5 kids.
I play a human pugilist, basically a boxer guy, a fighter dude with heavy weapons, which is also a new class
He
that's
gets
never been
drunk in
shown
bars
on
and
how we
gets in a
roll.
lot of fistfights.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, that's sums it up pretty nicely.
Everybody has one of those uncles in the family, right? Shagget's that uncle.
I'm that uncle.
Uncle Buck. I mean, Uncle Seth. Okay?
Yes.
So, yes, which, if you've probably guessed, and some of you already put two and two together, they are the Mildwood family. So, why don't you guys collectively tell us a little bit about the Mildwood family, if you want to? The dynamic. Oh, you don't have to. I'm just throwing it out there.
I mean, it's hopeless. It's utterly hopeless. That's before anything happens. I mean, I already left. Basically, we're a little bit strained. A little bit. All of us really kind of want what's best for each other, but we're all just kind of dumb in our own special ways. So, like a family.
We're dysfunctional.
But
Like
have
all
you-
families.
Yeah,
Like
have
all
you ever
families.
met-
Regular ass
So
family.
relatable. We're very relatable.
Once there was a guy named Douglas.
We
We
live in
hope
a
not to.
small house in
Yes.
Scarrow.
Yes.
If you
Me
know-
and my wife, Parnell, have our children, all three of them.
And Octavius.
We have Seth living with us because he needs a
I'm
place.
cashing in on Douglas's clout, basically.
and we have Grampy as well, who is in his later years.
So
and we're
is
taking
your
care of
wife
him.
Purnell, is she alive?
Yes, she's
And-
alive.
Okay.
She's a sweet lady. Well, she's
Well,
kind of,
is she?
She's kind of an
little
uptight
scary.
lady, but
She's a little bossy.
I love her, and she's beautiful, and she's perfect in every way. So everyone, be nice to your mother. She works really hard
Aw.
for you every day.
Yeah, I know, because you don't.
I do too. Oh, Trip. Okay,
God
we're
damn
gonna
it,
have
Dad.
to.
Don't say that to your dad.
Sorry, Cuthbert, damn it, Dad.
Oh, see this roof over your head, these lights on.
Yeah,
Beta,
no, that's my tip money going into the electric bill.
Beta, that is 100% accurate. She is currently staying home in Scarrow, taking care of Gampy and the house. We are obviously not starting in Scarrow, but that'll come later. But yes, she is not with us. This is attractive.
We're going to go ahead and get the betting rolling, because I don't want to drag this out too much longer. So if you want to bet on who's going to roll the first natural 20, you can do it now. Exclamation point bet, followed by check out your new numbers now. So 0 for Snugs, 1 for Jane, 2 for Satch, 3 for Crispy, 4 for Shagget, 5 for Nobody, and you can bet up to 500 gold pieces. I did them in order that they're on the screen.
Great
to make
idea.
Life
Oh, cool. Okay.
I like zeros so
So
much
did
more.
blood, so I have to like roll everything possible. Gore, just help me out here.
If it's a long 0, huh?
Got a lot on Chris too.
For fun. Thanks, Badge.
So there you go. Get your bets in. Makes life so much
I would
easier.
like to perceive.
I would like to proceed.
But of course, you have 6 choices because there's always nobody. We'll roll a natural 20.
Also, the reason why we're ordered this way and why Matt happened to be first is because it's the ages of everybody. It goes from youngest to oldest. It just so happened that Matt chose the youngest, so was first.
I knew that was going to do what you did, so I purposely chose the youngest character so I could be first.
And they do mean character's age, not
Game
player
the
age.
system.
Yeah, character's age, not.
Yeah, so my character, just in case, I don't think I said it, Octavius Hexalante is 13.
Oh, yeah.
13.
Yeah, he's a
I thought it was
13-year-old.
Oh my
13?
It was
God.
Is he 13?
15.
I don't think it was 15.
How
Was
dare
it
you
15?
go against the
It's
sheet?
15.
Is it?
It's on the sheet.
Document.
I think at one
15.
point we discussed 13, and then there was a rediscussion of maybe making him 15 because that's more in
James
line with
highlighted
your
it.
stats.
I don't think anybody told me that part, so 15 then, I'm fine. That's fine.
Well, if you read the document, you're supposed to read.
Oh, the document! Not what I chose for my own character!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's whatever age you want him to be.
Role-playing Hexalante
Dang it,
perfectly.
I'm getting into that headspace. I'm getting into the
Okay, I
headspace.
want chat to know though, because we played a family, we thought it'd be really fun if our dad, Crispy, named both me and Satch's character.
Oh yes, so I chose their names.
Yes.
With the
And
help
loved
of
it.
Uncle Seth.
Shagget helped me narrow them down like a brother would do. I had a few options, and I came to him and I was like, "Hey, what are you thinking?" And he's like, "Well, that one will get beat up. That one will get beat up. Go with these."
Yeah.
The ones that got beat up? Or different?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's why we both have double consonants. Yeah.
one of the names was Harper, which was actually a character from our Star Wars Thursday game. So I was like, well, I have to veto that immediately because
Yes, can't have that.
it'll be a little weird.
It needs to be 13 at minimum for terms of service to Twitch, yeah.
It'd be like an NPC sharing a name with a dead character.
He can identify as a 13-year-old even though he's a 15-year-old.
I mean,
right?
Trevor, he can pass as 13 easily.
Yeah, I'm getting slammed in the chat. I love it.
Roast it.
Love it.
So there we go, yeah.
You introduce yourself to people as 13 though because it's your favorite number.
Oh,
Probably.
yes.
Either that or
Favorite number.
You can keep it until you're
666.
28, you know?
Yeah. Still trying to throw that out there.
Yeah.
There you go. Alrighty. Well, so we are going to be joining the Mildwood family on some fun adventures that, you've guessed it, there's part of one of the two entendres, the relative part. And of course, the other part being the fact that we can't run Curse of Strahd like it's written. That would be preposterous. That would be insane. So it's gotten a little rework. So hopefully you're going to enjoy our version of it. But get yourselves ready, because we're about to run, for the first time, the intro for our new story. Get ready to join us for A Relative Curse of Strahd. Alrighty. I guess it's time to get the show on the road. We have an excellent musical score that is provided to us for use by two incredible musical artists. They were given credits there at the end. we will be sure to enjoy their fine works. And because we got written permission, we won't get DMA'd when we go to YouTube, which is awesome! Yay! Alrighty, so if you guys are ready, let's pull back some covers and start the show.
We're gonna die.
Maybe. Alrighty. So, we are beginning in the familiar realm of Arconus. Go way, way, way back several years of campaigns, several years of Arconian history, and you will find we are in the western regions. We have the western bastion of Corthan, the port city of Kanduin, and a few little towns in between. We begin, however, in Sorrowmorn. Some of you are probably familiar with Sorrowmorn from our very first How We Roll campaign. But, for those of you that are not, that's okay, because you're going to get familiar with it today. Righty. Go ahead and move you guys over to Sorrowmorn. Alrighty. So a cool autumn breeze blows through the streets of Sorrowmorn as you walk from the Hillcrest Inn to the Old Keep and Mayor's home office. You came to Sorrowmorn to attend the wedding of Amelia Mildwood, who was betrothed to Tristan Barrington, an event that would most certainly improve the standing of your family name. However, the bride and the bridal party did not show up for the ceremony, and once again the family name faces scrutiny. You were able to convince Tristan and the Barrington family to wait 24 hours before returning home, and you are on the way to see the mayor to see if he will dispatch men to go and look for the missing bride and her party. You approach the old stone keep. The last remaining structure from the hillside fortress that once perched upon this cliff face so very long ago. 2 guards wave you inside, and a third directs you to a door on the left. As the door is opened, you are greeted with a pleasant smell of roasted pheasant, spiced soup, and mulled wine. Buddy, let me go ahead. Here. Okay. Alrighty. An old, long table occupies the center of the room, and a plump man in his early 60s stands up from his place at the head of the table, and with a mouth still brimming full of wine. And he bids you to sit. The fare on the table is lavish, and he clearly spared no expense on this meal. It also looks as if you were expected, or at least someone was, as he uses his napkin to wipe the wine from his face. "Please," he says, as he waves his hands over the platters and the tureens of roasted meat, vegetables, and soups. He then beckons a young serving girl to usher round and fill goblins. Sit, all of you! Oh, yes, please, take a seat. No need to stand on ceremony. Come on, dig in.
Yes, of course.
Oh, if you're sure, can I just is this one okay?
Is what one okay?
Is this chair okay, or would you like me to sit at this chair instead? I can sit closer to you too if you want me to sit closer to you. You just tell me where you'd like me to be. Maybe in the middle.
I just picked a seat too. I forgot to ask which seat. I'm sorry.
I'll do the middle, so it's neither too close, neither too far away from you.
I'll sit maybe across from you as well.
I've just noticed Seth
Yes,
can't
great.
move, so I gotta fix
That's
it.
a good idea. Okay.
I'm in so much awe of you, actually, that I can't seem to move my feet whatsoever.
I'm rooted on the spot.
I'm just so humbled by your
There you go.
being that. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm fine.
Hey, can we get some books for him? And I'm going to point across the table to Octavius. I can't see his little head, you know. It's very small.
Oh,
I have some books that may assist. One moment.
We have some fine cushions. We can fetch a cushion. Fetch a cushion. 3 cushions. Fetch 3 cushions for the little chap at the end of the table.
That's very polite of you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, we
The
usually
waitress
travel with books.
ushers
for
out of
him.
the main doors and rather expeditiously comes back with 3 kind of large vellum cushions that have got like tassels off of, and she kind of comes over and stands hovering next to Octavius with a pile of cushions in her hands.
So Octavius will glare at everyone and hop off the seat.
Okay, she puts the cushions down, and then she looks and she goes,
Nice.
"Do you need a hand up?"
Thank you. I've got it from here. And
And
he'll
then nudge her and be like, no.
he's gonna grab the pillows, and he's gonna reach onto his back, and with a little spin flurry, he's gonna bat him away from the chair, like into the corner of the room.
Octavius! Come on now, don't be rude.
Stare at everyone and hop back up on the table and just be staring straight ahead.
I'm so sorry. He's just a little upset today. I'm so sorry about that. I could get you some new pillows if you need new pillows.
I'll get the pillows to Octavius. And I'm going to run over wherever the pillows flew and collect them all.
Okay.
Come over. Stand up. Octavius.
That's Trip.
Shit.
Gemma.
Which one?
Over
Octavius.
by me. Over by
Don't
me.
even know what he looks like.
Small
Poor bastard.
The smallest one.
My bad. Octavius, please stand up. Don't be rude in front
Don't
of our
be
guests,
rude.
please.
You're right.
Please.
I apologize. I'm gonna sit up off the chair again.
What do we say, Octavius, when someone is nice to us and gives us something?
I probably deserved it.
No. What do we say? We practice. What did we say? Project.
Thank you.
A little loud. He can't. He's all the way at the other end of the table. He can't hear you.
Thank you.
I'm
Very
going to put
good.
the
Good job.
cushions on and go back to my seat.
I'm gonna shoot a quick look at my sister, pick him up, and bat him again with my shield. Spin around and sit back down on the chair.
I'm just
go
gonna
back
grab
and
Gemma
sit.
before she goes and just leave it.
Well, this entire time, the mayor is kind of looking somewhat bewildered at this fiasco and display. The serving girl has just kind of like shrugged her shoulders and gone about her business. Welcome, he says. I'm surprised you changed your mind, but I'm pleased none the same. I am Augusto Treoki, Mayor of Soromorn. I beckoned you here to be of service and not just to dine and have pleasant conversation.
A very kind invitation. You have a well-decorated table.
Oh, yes.
Start
well,
sampling some.
Please, help yourselves. The mulled wine is particularly delicious, and I'm very fond of the spiced soup.
I'm definitely gonna have that. I'll have extra of that. What? Thank you.
Oh, help yourselves. Plenty more where this came from.
Octavius is gonna reach out for the mulled wine.
Okay.
Octavius? No. I told you that was only the one
I'm gonna use
sip.
prestidigitation to make it smell really bad.
Make it smell bad so he doesn't
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna look over at you, and he knows what you did. So slide it away
I'm
from
gonna
him.
like lean a little bit and just be like, you don't want to end up like Seth. You can't handle it.
So you had a change of heart about the fee then? The sum?
You mean the sum? Yes. What exactly was the sum?
Well, I sent a young man to the tavern to recruit you and offer you payment for a task that I needed done, and initially you sent him back with his tail between his legs, telling him it was a preposterous waste of your time and that you wouldn't consider such.
Oh, that was me. I did that.
Okay.
Sorry, Dougie. I didn't give you that memo.
Okay. No, we would never do that. So go ahead and tell us what the sum is exactly and the task that you need, sir. Mayor, sir.
Well, yes, of course. I can reiterate. So, several days ago, some odd-looking travellers were sighted and had made camp on the main road to Candowin, to the south of Soromorn. Over the past few days, merchants have complained that they have been making a nuisance of themselves, flagging caravans down, begging for money, trying to sell them crafted wares and the sorts. They haven't attacked anybody or physically harmed anyone, but it's making the merchants rather uncomfortable. And I can't have that. Also, and this may be purely coincidental, a few valuables have disappeared recently around the town since they were first sighted. So, obviously, with the being the renowned adventurers that you are, I sent word for you to come here and assist me.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think you might have us confused. I'm Douglas Mildwood. You're looking for who exactly? Adventurers? These are my children.
I must confess, I did think it was a strange-looking bunch. I had the large chap on the left there, picked as the famed dragon slayer of the north, and the tiny little fellow over there is the legendary murderer of Mindenbrook.
What? He would never.
Well, no, clearly I realise now that I was mistaken.
My sweet baby boy.
He has
now I feel
never
rather
seen him
silly.
hurt anything.
So, may I ask, why did you come here?
We came actually to ask you for a favor or a task, which now that I think about it, after eating your spiced soup and having some of your mulled wine is a little rude to now say that I won't help you when you want my help, or I want your... Okay, hold on. Oh, Dougie, okay.
Dude, the breathing exercise is like
I know.
practiced.
He's such a powerful man. I've never been in the mayor's office before.
Just give him a moment, Mayor, please.
Get it together, Douglas.
Your father, how many times have I had to tell you this? Okay, we have come to ask for your help in finding my sister and her daughter and other daughter, and my family is missing. They were supposed to come for a wedding. They did not show up, and we need
I did hear
your help.
something about this.
Maybe a search party, the biggest, finest search party you have, to go find them and bring them back right away before they can't get married anymore. You see, Mayor, sir, if you would be so kind, and I would be very grateful.
Yes, no. I had indeed heard that there was a large wedding being conducted at the Hillcrest Tavern. The Barringtons, I believe. Fine merchant family. Yes, but someone did mention that the bride didn't arrive. They would, of course, been travelling here, from what I was told, from the southern road. I also wonder if these new visitors may have seen them, or perhaps are somehow responsible for the problem.
Oh, that would be terrible. Yes, so maybe if you could just get that solved right away, that would be great.
On your request, I'm afraid I've already taken payment from the Barrington family to provide extra guards and protection while they're here in Soromorn. I simply don't have the manpower to spare. Obviously, otherwise, I wouldn't need to hire adventurers to go and dislodge these strange visitors.
They're not even our in-laws, and we're already at odds.
Boy,
Yes, the heroes, as I said, I did try to hire, refused my price. I mean, what they were asking was absolutely absurd, to simply unrest and move along a few odd folk. That my guards could do it if they had time to spare. After all, they have not been violent, and a little diplomatic and persuasion should be all that's needed to convince them to toodle along. I offered 40 gold crowns for anybody that would go and persuade them to leave, non-violently, of course. And if you'd like, you could pick up this small sum of money and maybe ask them if they have seen your missing bride at the same time. After all, if she was coming from the Southern Road, it would be interesting to know if she made it as far as these individuals. Or, as I said, maybe they have seen her.
Oh, Seth, non-violence is our specialty.
I don't know if we want to get involved. Guys, this is, they could be...
It's 40 gold crowns.
Could be ruffians. You don't understand.
It is
These
40
guys.
They're quite harmless. As I said, they've not... All they have done is flagged down caravans, begged for money, and tried to sell some crafted wares. Wooden plates, cups, bowls, washing clothes pegs, those sort of things. They haven't attacked anybody at all. I'm sure they're completely harmless. But they might have seen your missing wedding party.
Say yes, Dad, say yes.
Okay, I'm thinking. Hold on. Okay. If we do that, then they do sell wooden plates, and I do need a few new ones for my collection. And then we could ask some questions. And okay. Yes, I think we will do the task for you, Mayor Sir.
Ah, excellent. Yes, so 40 gold crowns to be sure, not a problem. Of course, it'll be coming out of the town coffers. One other thing. I did mention a few things had disappeared. I myself seem to have misplaced a rather important trinket. It's a locket depicting the imagery of my late wife.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, sir.
What did she look like?
Oh, she was a gorgeous figure. Long, dulcet, blonde hair. Plump, rosy cheeks. Had the voice of a nightingale.
And was this the photo in the locket?
Photo?
I mean, the drawing in the
Yeah,
locket.
that was a sketch, exactly. It was a likeness of her. The locket itself was made of gold and had a raven's head engraved on its face. If the travellers happened to have the trinket, it would be proof of their involvement in the thefts, and of course I personally would be grateful for its return. Grateful to the sum of, should we say, 25 gold crowns?
On top of the 40 gold crowns.
Yes, the 40 gold crowns will be coming from the town coffers. The 25 gold crowns will be coming out of my personal pocket.
That's a lot.
Oh, I know. This is why adventurers are so wealthy, you see. And what I'm proposing is near to harmless. Just go down there. If they seem hostile, if they get a little rowdy, I don't expect you to come to blows. Just return here, let us know what's happening. In a day or so, I will dispatch the militia and we'll deal with them with a bit more brute force. But I'd rather not resort to it if I can help it.
So you're saying you'll give us 52 gold crowns total for just talking to some people and finding a trinket?
I'm not a learned man when it comes to the mathematics, but I do seem to think that your additions are slightly off. It was 40 gold crowns for dislodging the travellers, and an extra 25
he's
for the
65 gold
return of the
crowns.
locket.
He's
Trying his best.
Wow.
That would
Okay,
be a
but the point
potential
being that's quite a
65 total, or a minimum 40.
And
It's-
and this wine here, where do you get it from and how much does it cost?
Oh, well, it's a simple local red wine, and we have put into it some orange peel, cloves, little cinnamon, a few other spices, and then we heat it up slowly over that delicious fire behind me, and, oh yes, it's very warming. typically it's a winter beverage, but I myself are fond of it, and I more than happily partake of it all year round.
So it's not too expensive, you're saying?
Oh no,
But a lot of it.
it's cheap swill. I wouldn't use good quality wine to make that stuff. Yes, even here in the autumn, I'm more than happy to drink that stuff. I like spices, you see.
Let's go. Let's see what we're here for. I mean, other than the meal, which is very nice, by the way. Thank you for preparing this for us.
Oh, yes. Well, it was prepared for anybody that came by to visit this evening, and I'm glad that it was you.
You're a very kind and generous mayor, as it were, then.
Oh, please. Next thing you'll be telling me how benevolent I am and how worshipped by my people I am. No, let's not start those rumors.
In song, actually, yes.
My head would swell. No, it's clearly beyond exaggeration, not necessary.
Oh, if you don't want it, then okay.
Oh, what? What do you have there, then?
Oh, nothing. No, don't worry about it. I wouldn't want your head.
Was that a lute? I saw. I'm very fond of music, you know. And after a nice, delicious meal, by Jove, I think it would be pleasant to have a little tune. Please regale us with a song.
I actually can do that.
Please do. Doesn't have to be about me. Doesn't have to be about me.
You're in for a treat. It's very beautiful.
The people from Hollow are hard to discern. The people from Saruman quickly adjourn. The people from Corthan all took the wrong turn. But once they hit Scarrow, there's something to learn.
I love this one.
A man here in Scarrow, a Goliath in size, stands pretty sturdy for all that he buys. And if you should cross him, you'll soon realize that he'll be the first to apologize. Once for your friend, the boulder of Scarrow, a little of everything except for narrow. Twice for the round that you opted to share, and once for the lad who fell for his dare. Should you trade fists with this man of renown, you'll sure reacquaint yourself with the ground. It couldn't be helped but the smiles abound. We'll toast to your efforts and share one more round.
Oh, wonderful! Excellent! Oh, I do love this music. I've not heard that one before.
Oh, it's actually about a local folk hero of our own town.
Excellent. What is the title of the piece?
The Boulder of Scarrow. It's actually
The
about this
Boulder of
fine gentleman right
Scarrow.
here, and I'm going to gesture to Seth.
That's me. Yeah, I'm the boulder.
Oh.
That's
And-
good.
I bold people with my fists.
And pray, is that how you come by this name? You're a renowned man of
yes.
fists.
Oh,
Yes.
Fisticuffs,
yes.
as well.
So if these guys down south get rowdy, I'll happily bash their little puny faces in.
Okay, Seth. I don't think we. Remember you said we
But
don't do that.
non-violently, of course.
If you have to defend
Non-violently.
yourselves,
It'll
of
be a
course,
friendly
but
fight.
let's try to resolve this peacefully. As I said, they haven't done anything violent as of yet. But, I'm glad we've come to terms. I can, of course, arrange for half of your sum to be paid in advance, the rest on completion,
Yes, that
and the
would be
25
great.
gold crowns on the safe return of the locket, should they happen to have it. Which they probably don't, but just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Yeah, if it's not too much trouble, of course.
No. So, this wedding party of yours, how late are they, in fact? Did I hear that the wedding was supposed to be around noon?
Yeah, and usually a bride is around for quite some time beforehand, getting ready, yes?
Oh, yes, and here we are, several hours past. Oh, I do hope nothing unpleasant's happened to them.
Yeah, it's not like them to be late. They are like many things, Carl and Barb, but late isn't usually their thing.
Well, this time of
very
year,
unusual.
here in autumn, the trade is pretty vibrant, so the southern road is very well travelled. Not likely to be accosted by bandits or murderers. Not very likely, anyway. Is there anything else I can get you? Perhaps some nice dessert?
I will be handling the money, so if we could get the first half, you can hand it towards me. do not trust the others with this.
Oh, quite.
Gemma, don't be so.
And dessert at
so
the end of
rash.
this end of the table.
He pulls. He kind of slides his chair back and gets up and turns around and makes his way over to this side cupboard here. You see him kind of open up a drawer, reach in. You hear the chinking of gold coins as he counts some into his hand, and then he pushes the door shut. Right then, my dear.
As that happens, I put a meaty fist on Trip's shoulder and squeeze it encouragingly. I'm going to say, I really like that song, by the way. I always love when you sing it. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured we could do everything we could to bolster our reputation with this guy.
Here you are, young lady. 20 gold crowns as promised.
Thank you.
I operate purely on trust, you know.
Obviously.
So I fully expect you to live up to your word. Of course you would. Why would you not?
Oh, of course, we would never do anything to tarnish our name, our word, ever.
No,
right?
And
right,
you
everyone?
wouldn't want to not be welcome back in Scarrow.
No.
Especially since the Cuthbertarian religion is so prominent with keeping law these days.
Yeah, there's always that. Hey, do you want to give this chap a slap?
Sorry?
See if, try a strength on him. Go ahead.
What?
It's like she rocked this one.
I wouldn't dream to do such a thing. I'm
so
not
embarrassing.
one for
Fine, gentlemen,
violence
he
of any
doesn't
sort.
slap people.
Yeah, Trip, I'm not a punching bag. Well, I am a punch. I'm not, well, yeah,
I
you
just
could
figured it
slap
would be
me.
a moment of entertainment is all. Figured I'd offer it up.
No, clearly he's...
Get right here.
Quite,
My
no,
bald face.
I'm fine.
We don't
I'm
need to
quite,
hit anyone.
Oh, good gracious, is that the time?
I'll do it.
Come on.
All right.
Let's go now, everyone. I think we're all finished here, and the Mr. Mayor has to get back to his night.
Yes,
Thank you.
they were seen on the southern road. As I said, head down the cliffs to the main road, head south, and look for them there.
Sounds great.
Merchants said that there wasn't but like half a dozen or so of them, a small group of caravans or wagons. So I don't think you'll have much trouble. I really don't.
Okay, we'll report back right away. Don't you worry about it. It'll be all right as rain, and your locket will be back on your neck real fast.
Assuming they have it.
Oh yes, of course. They'll have it. I hope.
If they are, if they do have it, then yes, return it for the reward.
Yes.
But as I said, could purely be coincidence that things have disappeared since they've been around.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
Okay. Gemma, you want to get your baby brother, please? Just
Yes,
help him
come
down
on.
there.
Come on.
Okay, come on. Come on, everyone.
I don't.
Baby brother. Okay. Yeah, so if you're ready, you pretty much are able to kind of like exit out back onto the streets of Saramorn. As I say, it's early evening. Let me go ahead and just flip this real quick. Okay.
Well, I suppose we should speak with the Barringtons and let them know why we've skipped town after the bride hasn't shown. It's all a lot to explain.
I
Probably
guess
will not understand. I really don't want to do that.
I really don't want to face them again either, honestly.
Can we just
The look in
not?
their eyes.
We don't have to. Do we have to?
I just
Maybe-
happen to be literate. I could write them a note.
Yes, write them
A
a note.
note.
Yes. Great idea. A note.
I like that
What should it
idea
say?
a lot.
I don't know, but it should rhyme. People like rhymes.
Notes always go so well on how we
People
roll.
don't always like rhymes. That's not always a
People
thing, Trip.
always like rhymes. What are you talking about?
You'll be walking right past the Hillcrest Inn on the way out through the gate, so
Now,
you could
we
conveniently
can do
drop off a note on your way if you wanted. Maybe you could hand it to one of the urchins here in the local market and say, hey, give this to the so-and-so dude in the tavern.
Let's
No,
not
that's
fight
my
now.
W2,
We're gonna
I can't
do
write on that.
do a couple rhymes and then a couple non-rhymes. That way, if they
Oh,
like
throw
rhymes,
them
they'll
off
be
the
happy.
rhythm,
If they
yes.
don't like rhymes, then they won't be happy.
Yes,
And
make the non-rhymes first.
Oh, so
do
then
like
if
a
I-
non-rhyme and then a rhyme and then a non-rhyme
I
and
like
then a
that.
rhyme. Oh,
So
Sorry,
it's developing into Oh, have we? Oh, wait, no, you can scoot around and zoom.
I gotta move you guys because.
Sorry, I
that's all right.
accidentally
Where-
pressed the
Where am
button.
I?
I'm the Jane now.
You have to give me a second now because you're all over the place.
Trip, just write a note, please, quickly.
Condolences.
There you go. I got you. You're back.
No, don't say
Condolences. No, not so sad.
Oh, okay, not so sad. With apologies, is that fair?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
With apologies, Bearing Bros.
I'm looking over his shoulder like I can
Bearing
see and
Bros.
read what he's
Can't
doing.
read.
I can kind of read.
Okay. What does that say right there? Bearing.
Barringtons. Yep, I got
There
it.
you
I
go.
got
Wow.
it. I can.
Oh, very
I
good. You've
can read.
been practicing. Very good.
This-
With apologies, Barringtons.
God, it looks really good.
Thanks. Please stop speaking. So I
It's
can-
not happening. I'm just gonna run ahead
I'll
to
just-
the tavern.
I'll just wait till you're finished.
While that note is happening, Gore, I'm just Seth is hoping it.
What,
I'm
Seth,
just
where are you
running
going?
down.
Hey, wait, come back.
Meet up with me. I'll be back.
It is unfortunate that we must
He's probably getting a
depart
drink.
the town in order to hurry and find your bride, to aid in the discovery of her.
Ooh, yes,
as
that's good.
The guard was hired by a private source, which they did not disclose, to protect individuals within the town. Therefore, in good faith, we are personally going to see these matters settled. We will be back by, say, 2 days' time.
I like that.
Yes, that's good.
Whatever 2 days from now is.
They agreed
In
to
character.
wait 24 hours under duress. Remember that.
And tell them that we're hoping to find some extra dowry money that we can add to the.
Doesn't the dowry usually go the other way?
Well, I'm the wife. Usually, the girl side
It's
is
the
giving-
female. In these times,
Yes, these
the
times,
female has the dowry, and they are getting her dowry. So
Right.
if we add to the dowry,
we're
then we
gonna
get
add
more
to the
money.
dowry for them to. So it'll behoove
That's how it
them.
works.
Can you
Yes,
say
that's how it
behoove? Can you
works.
spell behoove? It'll behoove them to wait just a
Behoove
little.
them to wait just a
longer.
little
Trip is
longer than the
plenty
agreed
literate.
period
He's
of
just
time.
annoying.
He's doing great. You gotta encourage each other, okay?
Gemma,
this
if you
is-
ever
this is
sell yourself
important work.
short, I swear to God, I'll kill him.
If you ever sell yourself, I'll be happy.
When you get to
Guys,
the
we
Hillcrest
promised we wouldn't
Tavern,
fight.
what are you planning on doing, Mister?
Oh, I am bursting through the front door, and I'm just gonna loudly shout something. That's my whole plan.
Okay,
What
hold
are you
on.
gonna shout?
Well, in that case, then,
Marriage.
Wav,
Marriage.
twill wav.
True love.
Let me scale you guys for this building.
I mean, yeah, I ran ahead of them while they're doing this notes
Yeah.
crap.
Tavius, can you go see what Uncle's doing, please?
What by me?
Because I'm talking with those two.
Okay, let me go
I'm
ahead
listening.
and move you there then, Shagget. Hold on. Okay. So, Shagget, you burst in through the door of the Hillcrest Tavern. Almost immediately as you burst in through the door, Tristan Mildwood is sitting at the bar immediately to your right. This fellow right here.
Oh, Tristan Barrington? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Tristan Barrington.
Alright. So I obviously know what he looks like, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
immediately look over him and be like, you.
He kind of spins around in his stool and says, "Oh, yes. Have you found her?"
Look, my little nephews our nieces are writing you a note that's gonna come here any minute now. It's all flowery and, dumb language that doesn't make any, whatever. Listen, we suspect that my family, Amelia, was waylaid upon the road south of here. So, we're
Waylaid? What?
Yes, there's people in carts. They might have kidnapped her or something, you know.
Well, if she's been sullied, I don't want her.
Not sullied? What are you talking about? No. Look, we've been asked to go and find her and bring them and rescue them. So just wait here the 24 hours, and we'll be back. We're not abandoning you or any of that crap that's in the note. You'll read it.
This is all starting to seem like your family's a bit too much trouble, I'm afraid.
No, that's just Octavius, but they seem small. No, the others are good, and you've met my brother. He's a, he is what he is. But it's fine. We're not anything wrong.
Believe me, sir, when I tell you that the Barringtons are not marrying into allowing the Mildwood family to marry into our family on the merits of your bloodline. If it wasn't for the fact that young Amelia is devilishly attractive and very buxom, I wouldn't be interested. But unfortunately, I've been told by Papa that if I do not marry and have an heir soon, before he dies, I won't inherit a bloody cent. So, I'm willing to deal with the problem as it is, but not if she has been used.
Yeah, I'm punching him.
Okay.
I'm decking him in the face, because...
Go right ahead and punch the husband-to-be, Tristan Barrington.
You don't say that to my girl. I mean, to my niece, or my step-niece, or whatever.
Okay, he's sitting down, so it's not like he's able to move.
Whatever.
He's wearing nothing. Yeah,
Oh, no.
You basically sucker punch this guy right upside the right side of his head. He goes sprawling out of the stool, across the bar, and onto the floor. Immediately, the whole bar kind of stops, and several people look up. Some people just grin inanely. This gentleman right here kind of looks over and says, "My son! What have you done to my son?" And then makes his way in your direction. Several other people are now kind of also getting up and following suit.
While that
happens, a small family
okay.
gathering of these people seems to be moving over towards you.
I'm going to walk over to the countertop, put like several gold on it, like 3 gold, and I'm going to be like, "Drinks on me for the entire tavern."
Okay.
Whatever they want.
With as much, with the blow that you delivered, he's not unconscious, but he is clearly kind of out of sorts. He's like, anybody get the number of that donkey cart? He's kind of so much out of it. Get on the floor, you. Okay. You put the money on the counter. A few people go, "Hey!" And kind of raise glasses to cheer you. The innkeeper comes across and says, "I'm getting quite a tidy sum for this wedding. Please don't spoil it."
I'm very sorry, but he insulted his bride-to-be. Called her a whore, basically. So I punched him.
But is she? I don't know.
Well, Auntie Barb is a little bit of a... cool sister, but, Carl's a right asshole.
Are those people here?
No, which is why I have to go and find them with my family.
I suggest you do. The groom's father is coming, and he's not the one I'd be scared of. It's the groom's mother.
Oh yeah, she's a right fright. You're right. Hey, my fist slipped. Sorry, Barrington people. I'm just gonna start backing up to out the door.
Okay. You back
I'm gonna
out
gingerly
on the
close
door.
it behind me. Yeah.
The rest of your friends or your family are kind of in sight now, walking up. You see Uncle Seth kind of back out with his hands up like this. Is obviously something, you can't hear what happened. You were too far away at that point.
I know that walk.
And
What-
faithfully
what's going
reserved for a
on?
wedding well deserved. And wait, what happened?
Seth, what's going on? Well, where'd you go?
Well, they got the message. You could throw the note at the front door. They'll probably read it, but we should probably go.
Okay, is all ready to go, I guess.
Yeah, Douglas. Don't worry, everything's okay.
Okay, great. Let's hit the road, everyone.
Yeah, please.
Okay. You are all kind of walking past. As you do so, you're probably about 20, 30 feet past the Hillcrest Tavern when the door flings open, and you recognize the father of the groom hollering and bellowing at you all down the street. You're bloody heathens! That's what you are! All of you! Uncouth! Uncouth, I say!
That's awfully rude.
Why did he just call us that?
I can't believe you would say
Don't
something like that
understand.
to us.
And at
you
least
go
make
talk
the
to him?
insult hurt.
Yeah, maybe we should go just,
No.
try to smooth things over and make sure that
Right.
Did you put apologies on the letter, Trip? I thought
Did
you
you?
said you put apologies, right?
Several times, yes. I think
Okay,
14
why would you
times. I'm not good
react
at
that
counting,
way?
but
You didn't say condolences, right? You left that part out?
I left that part out.
Okay. Why would he be so upset? I thought that would work.
I suggest we give him time to process his emotions, in which time we find the bride.
Right?
Yeah, good idea, Trip.
But
Good idea.
he is mad right now, so we should.
Yeah,
should
we
smooth it
wouldn't
over,
want to. We
right?
wouldn't want
Just-
to encourage that.
I want to make sure he doesn't leave. This is the thing. He needs to stay.
They'll probably leave.
Well, what did you do? What did you do? Seth, what did you do?
I did a noble and honorable thing.
Okay, what does that mean? Because when you say it, it means something different usually.
I sucker punched the groom.
Nice.
Seth, what? No, not nice. Oh, you are setting such a bad
Way to
example.
go!
Oh, you.
That guy was an
I can't-
asshole.
Oh no. Oh no.
Douglas.
Oh,
Douglas.
Oh no.
He he
Bad.
he insulted our entire family and called Amelia a whore with big breasts.
Oh, but that is so terrible. Okay.
I mean,
true.
it's accurate. She has big breasts, but
She
that's no
does- she
reason
is-
to be
yes,
a dick,
I-
right?
I don't like calling it that, but yes, she is very well endowed. We should just. Why would you?
Was
So
I not
you
supposed
gotta
to
keep
take
your
advice
hands-
from that guy earlier?
What's wrong with saying big
Should I leave
breasts?
this here?
Just well endowed, honey. Well endowed.
Hey, if you walked out with a mug of mulled wine, by all means, take it with you.
Guys, this is not a good impression. We're trying to make a good impression here.
No,
What
that's
we
the
said
thing.
On the way here, we were trying to make sure that people like us.
Throw it out,
for once.
Trip.
Doug,
No,
brother,
it's very nice.
brother.
I didn't want to. Maybe I'll. stop.
children, shut up, brother. Look at me. Look
Yes.
at me.
Yes.
They already thought ill of us. That is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
That
So you
he already insulted every one of us before he even got to who he was going to marry.
So you think punching him in the face is going to help?
No, I'm saving your family and our sister and the niece of our sister.
Okay. Well, this is a decision that they need to make their own decisions. Okay. We can't get in between their love. If they love each other, we can't. We gotta
I don't
find
think-
Barb.
why
We
are we
gotta
trying
find
for
Barb.
the
She's
mayor?
gonna be so mad at us.
I've been
Seth.
in many bars and establishments of seating reputations. I'm telling you, he was not marrying her for love. Love wasn't a factor.
Okay. Well, you get to
Not
tell
like you and
Barb.
Purnell. Not like you and your wife.
I know.
Not many people get a love match.
Thank you, guards. You're doing a great job at guarding the gate, by the way.
Okay, Seth. This is the deal, though. When we find them, you have to tell Barb what you did. I'm not going to tell her that you're the one who got it so that her daughter isn't going to get married. Okay? You have to promise me you're going to tell her the truth.
I will do that, but only if you get Carl away from her, because I will punch him too.
Oh, yes. Okay. I will distract Carl.
He's
so we don't
poisoning her,
punch him.
as you know.
We talked about this. You said you promised you wouldn't punch so much. I really need you to not punch so much.
I mean, the mayor went away unscathed, and apparently I was being offered to be a recipient.
We gotta talk. Trip. We gotta talk about that.
I was hoping to get some extra gold out of it. I was throwing it around, and
we're not a sideshow, okay? We gotta act like we have some decorum here, okay? We've got to. We gotta act proper.
I don't want
Listen to Dad.
Yes, please, Gemma. Thank you. Listen to me.
Douglas, didn't you say your sister was dead to you a few years ago when she married Carl? Why does this all matter to you so much?
Because I'm trying to get us back together. Okay, you moved away, and me and Barb don't speak anymore. She used to write letters all the time, and now with Carl, and we hardly ever speak. I need us to be a unit again, a good unit, a strong unit, family.
And all we've done on this vacation is just yell at each other. And
Yes.
I don't like it.
Thank you.
We barely even did our cart activities on the way.
Yes, we've
You
got to
prepared
try
like
to.
a list of 200 items, Gemma.
Yes,
We
and
can't
all
do
we did was the ABC game and not even the license plate game.
When you open with the ABCs game, the rest of the games don't sound fun anymore, Gemma.
I didn't even get a list.
Gave you the short one.
You do what we tell you to.
Everyone, I'm trying to make sure everybody gets along. That's all I want is for everybody to just get along and not punch people, play the games,
Yes.
Oh, Doug.
not steal cups of wine,
Dad. I
not
do
drink
that,
cups
Dad.
of wine.
Doug,
I follow the list.
Dad.
I do everything right.
I know, honey. You're
Gemma,
doing
you're
great.
sparkling, we know, but Dad, if we want to get the family together, we best go make sure the family's at least alive.
Yes, okay.
Let's go find them.
Let's focus, okay? Everybody, Trip, you're right. Thank you. We're going to focus on this task together, and we're going to work together, all right, everyone? We're going to work together. Seth?
Is whiskey with you?
Yes, he's right here. Always.
Oh, okay.
The dog. Oh, I need a dog token.
Oh, yeah, I
for
need
you.
my dog.
Okay, just
I'll
making
find
sure. Okay, we're all together.
Yes, we're all together. Everybody's here, even the dog, and it's going to be good. We're going to find him. We're going to bring him back. We're going to get that little trinket. And we're going to get some a lot of money, guys. I don't think you understand because you're children, but this
I understand the money. And
This is a
I have
lot.
so many ideas. I have so many ideas for the money.
We're going to put them in savings accounts for each of you, and it's going to be great. And you're going to get savings bonds for your birthdays, and I can't wait. And it's going to be so good, and your mom's going to be so excited that we finally started this because
I
we've been
wanna say
talking about it
something.
for years, and she's been
Gem-
getting on my case about setting up savings accounts. for each of you.
Gemma, can you please not put all that money into your books? Save some for your uncle,
It's not
Seth,
all
wait.
for my books. And
Gonna
let me just, I just
evenly
want to,
spread it.
before we go,
Yes.
I just want to make sure, Octavius, that you are going to stay with us. Don't run off.
Being a lone wolf is sort of my thing.
You're not a wolf. You're a
Could you
little
be-
tiny man child.
You know how wolves are in packs, sweetheart, and so maybe you could just stay in the pack, right? We're the wolf pack with you.
Oh,
You could wolf around.
That was
Maybe just
pathetic, Howl.
you do it then.
yeah. Let's.
No,
Why not?
it's not. Do you see a moon to bay at?
I did. 1, 2.
No.
Well, there you go. So that you obviously don't know how wolves work.
Next thing you'll be thinking that
I know how most things work. I definitely know plenty about wolves.
Apparently not when to bay
We all
at a
just
moon. So
acknowledge that the whole love thing is like in the background and taken for granted, and it's fine. Can we just move?
Okay.
Please.
Let's focus,
Come on,
everyone.
what's
Okay.
the license plate game?
Yes, we're here for Barb and Amelia and
Yes.
Sadie, right?
Correct.
Those
Yes.
three.
Good.
If
Let's-
anything happened to Carl, we just are okay with it, right?
That I mean, it would be
We're
very
all
sad.
okay
and
with
it's,
We're all okay.
right?
Octavius, I know you never met Carl, but we're okay with it.
I don't care.
Good,
He's-
good.
It's fine. Okay, let's move on, everybody. All wolves forward. Yes, let's go. Come on, everyone.
Oh,
Good job. Whiskey's right there with you. We can just head on. head
Whiskey
on
plays
back.
one-way fetch. Check this out. I'm gonna pick up a stick and chuck it ahead of us so that it goes after.
Perfect. Good job. Off he goes. That's a good boy. All right.
He's
And
not
we-
coming back.
End scene.
Alrighty.
And scene.
What a fucking family.
As the evening shifts to
Love it.
dark, you find yourselves traveling south a few miles until, on the right of the road, some few hundred yards, there is the flickering of a campfire and torchlight. You can hear a fiddle playing, and lively tune, and the camp seems to be in good spirits. From this distance, it would appear that there are a few wagons parked at odd angles, and 6 large draft horses are tied to a small cup of trees. A couple of figures dance around the fire, as a few others sit, clap, and watch. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
I'd like to see the map. See blackness.
Yes.
Second. Yep.
Okay.
I gotta give you guys. I just realized. Gotta assign vision to everybody.
Ooh.
Thought I'd already done it, but I didn't, so, you know. New campaign teething problems. One second.
I just want to say, guys, I was looking forward to that banter right there the whole time. God, it's living up to it. This is so good.
Very into it.
Oh, let's go
Alright,
there.
okay. So you should all be able to kind of see.
Yes.
It's pitch black where you are, but you can see the kind of light from the clearing. That's what our players see right now. Okay.
I still can't see anything.
Um,
I'll refresh. It's on my end now.
I don't see you among us, like in the.
that
you
might
won't
be
see.
why. I
You
don't
won't see
see-
each other
I
because
don't have
you're
my
all
own
in the
token, yeah.
dark, and none of you have any light sources.
Yeah, I'm not seeing me. I'll try
Like
and-
kind of top right.
I can't select me either, so.
Oh, it's that problem from the other
Yeah,
map
it's the
too.
problem
Oh
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
map,
Because
so-
Yeah, hold on. Let me fix that too. That might be part of the issue because you're not you.
I've never been. Oh, there we go.
Okay, and I also need to capture this and put it here as well, which I didn't do. Okay, hold on. Alright. Okay, yep. So you can see them over there. What do you want to do?
We're going to approach politely, okay, everyone? No skulking or creeping. Octavius, look at you,
What?
kid. I know you like to creep, but we can't do it this time, okay? Just this once.
I'm just walking how I normally walk.
Just okay, but you have a hunch when you do it, and I need you to stand up straight, okay? You got to work on that posture, bud. You gotta work on that posture. Little extra height when you do that, you know. Little extra height.
I'm
Should I open
perfectly
the diary?
fine with my height.
Oh yeah, you know what, Trent? That's great. But maybe a song
Yeah,
to.
yeah, well, they're already playing. I can just join in and it'll be.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
join in. That's really
speak
good.
music,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, Okay.
I'll just.
Everyone, join in, and we're all gonna lock
Join
arms
in.
while we walk in.
So
And
we're just gonna
we're
walk
not
over
doing-
there
we're
and
just
start
gonna walk away.
Yes,
locking
that's-
arms with,
I'm gonna start
with them.
playing, though.
That's
while
not a
they're-
show of force or anything.
I know it's like in a peaceful music
Indeed.
circle type of.
We're
Type of
off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
You want me to
We
take
will-
up? Do you want me to take out my sword and wave it around friendly as well?
Oh, no, definitely keep
friendlily
that,
waving it around.
Really
You
wish
should.
I really wish
That's
you
the
hadn't brought
best
that.
gift
Actually,
we ever got him. By the way, I love that he has that.
I keep trying to take it away. It just keeps appearing.
Thanks.
Should get him another one. Actually, I'd love to get him a second one.
No, he doesn't need to.
He should
That
have
one's
two.
sharp enough.
Get him. You should have two.
Okay, go.
Look at
Start
that smile.
playing.
That's a
Start
winning
Okay,
smile.
I'm walking.
something
I am
cheery.
pondering it.
I am walking. I
Something
am
cheery.
walking towards.
Okay, go ahead.
Sing along.
Gemma, if you want to sing too, that would be great. You have
Alright,
a lovely
get-
voice. I keep telling you that.
If you guys are just gonna kind of like walk
Thank
up
you.
there, like obviously not like yelling, hollering, or whatever, but you're just gonna stroll up, you get to about here.
It's
Move
in D
yourselves to
minor. I'm
about
gonna
this
go ahead and
position.
solo along. Hopefully, I can get it to work right.
You should be able to move your dog as well, Crispy.
3, 4.
Oh, I don't even see the dog in the dark.
Oh, you know why? Because I
oh, there it
didn't give
is.
him any. I didn't give him any eyesight. There, done.
Thank you.
Mad respect for the hunch.
Okay. So, the 3 barrel-top wagons are painted in bright colors, and the horse blankets over the draft horses are vibrant and gaudy. A lithe riding horse is tied to the southernmost wagon, and its blanket is adorned with bangles and tassels. You can see 8 people in total, either dancing or sitting on benches in a circle around the bright campfire. Torches attached to the wagons offer even more light to the area than the simple fire could possibly offer. One of the women is holding up a long white dress, pressing it against her body as she whirls and twirls around the fire, like showing off the dress as if it's a new acquisition. Anybody want to give me a perception check?
Yes.
I would like to perceive.
I would
I
love
would like.
to
I
perceive.
too would like
Anybody
to
would like to
perceive.
perceive?
So hard.
Do some
I
perceiving.
Yep.
Ah, dang.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. We're great at this.
Hold on.
Dougie.
I perceive.
Dougie got pretty good.
Nope.
Octavius
I
is
don't
too busy
care.
staring at Octavius is too busy staring at the ground.
You
I
don't
don't
like
care.
dresses.
Nah,
Okay,
I don't care about this.
So yeah, Douglas, it probably would make sense to you, and I'm guessing also to Trip, it looks like. You have seen this dress before. That dress... I think Gammy got married in that dress. And in recollection, that was the dress that Amelia was going to wear to get married.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Trip. Do
I'm
you
gonna
see
stop
that?
playing. I'm gonna stop playing.
No, you keep playing. Don't
Okay.
let
I'll
on.
keep playing. I'll keep playing.
Obviously, with you playing music, at this point, this gentleman here has stood up and kind of looked into the dark. You guys are kind of right on the edge of the shadows. So he's kind of looking. He obviously can see you, but probably not in very good detail. At which point he clicks his fingers to get the attention of everybody else around the campfire. And then he says, "We have friends! Come, friends, come to our fire. We would welcome you on this pleasant autumn evening. Come."
Doug.
Hello.
Why'd you stop, Doug? Why are we stopped? What's going on?
Hello.
Don't worry about it. Hi. Hello.
Okay.
Good evening.
Don't get too close. I know you're holding all the money.
Back up.
I'm gonna whisper to Seth. That's Gammy's dress. Don't you recognize it?
No, I don't look at clothes. I mean, that's not.
Well,
It's
it-
Gammy's dress. It's Gammy's dress.
it's famously
Hello.
Gammy's dress.
We were just traveling southward and saw the fire and heard the music. Thought we could maybe join the party. Happen to have acquired this glass recently. I figured I could get it refilled.
By all means, come forth. My name is Stanimar. This, and he kind of points to the woman all the way over to the far side. This is my lovely daughter, Damia, and this fine fellow with his elegant footwork is my son, Ratka.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Doug. This is my brother Seth,
Aye.
and my daughter Gemma, and
Hello.
my son Trip, and my son Octavius, and my dog Whiskey. And we're pleased to meet you. And
Come,
would
warm
love to
yourselves
come
by our fire. Have
Hey.
some mead.
Yes, thank you very much.
Not for
Come on.
Octavius, though. I say. Oh.
Yeah, not for the little one. He's too young.
Nonsense! Where we come from, even our children drink wine. After all, is it not the fruit of the vine that offers life to so many things, brings vibrance and joy?
That's what I always say.
Do they now? Well, I guess we wouldn't want to be rude.
Who said it? This guy in the red here, Gore?
No, the guy that's sitting on he's kind of standing over here. This dude
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and snatch it from him.
Okay.
But I'm
He
gonna
hands
put
it
up.
to you joyfully.
I'm gonna put up to my lips and take the tiniest little sip,
Go easy, please.
Okay.
and I'm gonna hold back. I think my initial reaction of disgust.
Like you want to be one of the cool kids.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go and take a seat.
I'll sit
Right
next
here.
to him.
Yeah, some of them have kind of moved to give you space to sit down and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm sit next
just
to the
being
girl
polite.
with the dress.
That would be this one right here. She's the one holding up the
Okay.
dress.
Okay. I'll sit here. then.
Okay.
Just to Octavius, I'm just gonna be like, do you want me to? I mean, like you're gonna drink it. Do you want me to?
It's fine. It's delicious.
Turkish delight smell.
No, this is just like me
Oh.
is so perfect.
And who is this wonderful-looking animal over here? Come, boy, come! And your
probably not
dog
listening
seems to
unless
just run straight up to him, and he bends down. Who's a good boy? Who is a good boy, then? And he starts fussing your dog, who seems uncharacteristically to like this dude.
That's very nice. He's not usually so friendly.
Oh, I have a way with animals, as do most of my people. But please enjoy. I noticed one of you carries an instrument of string.
Yep. That's my job. That's what I do.
Perhaps you would like to pluck a chord and play
I
along
noticed
with
we
our
were,
flute.
Playing a waltz in D minor earlier. Can we get back to that? I had some solo ideas.
Yes, please. Everybody, raise a glass. Be happy. Make merry. Dance. Dance.
Do I do these at the same time? Is that? Yeah.
While he's playing, I'm gonna start looking at like everyone's neck to see if I can see anyone wearing a locket. I want to be like, kind of, nice to meet you. Yes, yes. And checking.
You're just kind of staring at everybody.
Yeah, just giving everybody a once
Everybody's
over.
chest.
Yes, looking at all their
Okay.
endowments.
Alrighty. Let's see. What do I want to do here? I have so much music, it's not even funny now.
Oh no.
I have to start rearranging things. Let's see here. Okay. So one of them kind of like pulls out a lyre and starts to strum it along and play a bit of a pleasant tune, and kind of nods at you to kind of join in any way you want to.
While we're listening, I'm also trying to engage the girl with the dress.
Okay.
And talk to her. This very beautiful dress.
Right. Now, while we're doing that, Douglas, give me a perception check, seeing as you're scrutinizing so vigilantly for the possibility of a locket in your near vicinity.
Oh!
Oh!
Natural 20!
Alrighty, there's the first 20 of the campaign.
Wow.
So, kudos to you.
It's like 3 rolls in. Not even.
Nice.
2 rolls in.
I didn't waste it.
Alrighty. There you go, Dr. Optimal, J-Bird.
Yay,
Christy
my
got
2
your gold.
believers.
Okay, so you notice nobody is wearing a locket on their chest, nobody is wearing a locket on their necks, and you have been pretty vigilant. However, The son is wearing, most of them, instead of belts, they're kind of wearing silk sashes. Their clothes are kind of very flowy and vibrant and colorful. Most of them have dark hair, dark eyes, and kind of tan skin. However, the son, you noticed a glimpse of gold glitters against the fire from the folds of his sash. You're fairly convinced that looks like... You remember the mayor mentioned to you that the item you were looking for had a raven's head embossed on it? And whatever this gold thing is, although you can't completely see it, you can definitely make out the top part of a raven's eye and beak poking out across the golden filigree.
Great. Thank you. And he's in the red and white?
Yep,
dancing?
he's this guy dancing.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just gonna get wide-eyed and just continue clapping.
Like, look over and be like,
Okay.
oh.
And I have to make a roll too.
He
Here
found
goes.
something.
You kind of notice he catches your eyes kind of looking at him, and as he kind of twirls around, you notice his hand kind of drops, and when he spins around to be frontwards to you again, it's disappeared from view. He clearly like tucked it away so that looks like he kind of noticed that you might have eyeballed it.
Okay.
So Gemma, what are you saying to the girl with the dress?
As we're like clapping along, I'm like, wow. Pointing to the wedding dress, like, where did you get that dress? It's beautiful.
It is beautiful, isn't it? My father bought it for me. But just this morning.
Where? I think I will be getting married soon. I would like to know where to buy a good dress.
Is it a wedding dress? It is not
Yes.
traditionally the wedding dress of my people, but perhaps of yours. Oh,
So
no wonder it is so delicate.
Yes. Where can I buy that?
I have no clue, but there was a small group of travelers this morning traveling up the road. We flagged them down and tried to sell them some of our wares, and there was a young girl, much similar to my height and stature, that seemed to be in disarray, and she offered to sell us this dress and said that they would be turning around and heading back home very quickly. We had the impression that they were traveling to some kind of gathering, but she did not seem to wish to attend.
Was she crying, perhaps?
She
Or
was
mad.
indeed crying, but
Crying.
I think it was more likely that she was crying because her mother was scolding her so. I overheard her say, "You will not do this to our family. I will not tolerate it. You will go through with this, my girl."
Ah,
It seems to me that the people of this land are, not as free and as free-spirited as they should be.
and are you selling this dress? I like this dress.
I was intending to keep it for myself, but, if you would really much like to purchase it, I am sure I can sell it to you. My father paid 10 gold crowns for this dress. Would you perhaps consider giving me 12?
I'll discuss it with my family, thank you.
Okay.
Let's dance.
Sleight of hand the dress. Sleight of hand the dress.
Alrighty. Right now the Stanimar is just kind of like looking at you all and smiling and nodding along. And if any of you start to get low on your glass, he quite happily stands up and pours more from the wineskin.
I'm gonna kind of start looking around a little bit more on the carts that they have. Like, oh, this is really well made. I've never seen a cart so well made as this.
And you probably haven't.
Yeah.
These are, they're kind of wooden-sided, canvas-topped. They have got all kinds of decorative carvings. They are, as I said, bright oranges and reds and blues and purples. Very, very, very vibrant. At the back of each one is like a little wooden door, all of which are closed right now. And then there's kind of like a small kind of brass holdall that comes out the side at the back, which is where they've kind of like got angled torches that are kind of like helping to illuminate the area.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of get the main guy's attention. Be like, I'm so impressed. What kind of horsepower you got here? 1, 2?
Each of these horses that we have two fine draft horses pulls each of these wagons.
Yeah, that's great. You mind if you want to show me the insides to see how spacious it is in there and check out all the inner workings?
Oh, of course, this one here is mine. And he steps up and comes and stands at the back of this one.
Yeah, I'd love to see that if you want to show me around.
He lifts the latch and opens the little door. Inside, you can kind of see it's lined with shelving. There's like a padded bedding area in the center, almost like a foot locker at the head end, where kind of beyond the pillar. And you notice all kinds of weird trinkets and things that are kind of like hanging from hooks and wires. There are like seashell necklaces. There is rows and rows of finely carved wooden cups, plates, bowls, saucers, things like that. Some ladles. Clearly they are somewhat of, decent craftsmen.
I'm very impressed by your woodworking skills. I
they are all
a bit
for
of a
sale.
whittler myself. All for sale, you say? These plates and cups, you...
The large bowls are 4 copper pieces each. The cups and the smaller plates are but 2. These wooden ladles are but 1.
We got teak, cedar. What you working with?
Most of these are made of cherry wood.
Oh, cherry.
It gives them that lush, deep red look.
That's gorgeous work. This is a very nice wagon. I would love to see the other ones. If you've got other crafts and trinkets I could maybe peruse. I'd love to purchase a few things.
Oh, by all means. He steps over to this one and kind of opens the door.
Okay, I'm just gonna start.
And honestly, it's much of the same. Although this one, there's kind of like string laid up overneath, kind of tied from end to end above the shelves, and there's like little split wooden pegs kind of over the string like this that you would, hang your clothes out on a clothesline.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, nice. The headroom in here is really impressive too. It's very spacious for traveling wagons. I've never seen one so.
We live on the road. We travel this way and that, traveling the highways and byways of the lands. It is in our blood to wander and see the world.
That's very exciting stuff. What about that one over there? Got anything cool in there that I could maybe take a look at?
You're a guest of ours. You are welcome. And he'll walk you over and open up that one and show you in there. And again,
I'm just looking to see if anything else looks familiar to me from.
Okay, give me another perception check, kind of like collectively for all 3 of the wagons that you've looked
Wedding
through.
Paraphernalia, I guess is what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Honestly, again, you kind of use that eagle eye of yours and really dress down every wagon while kind of engaging him and keeping him occupied. So he doesn't really fully gather exactly what you're up to. But other than the locket and the dress, there wasn't really anything else that you saw that kind of struck home as belonging to either members of your family or anybody else necessarily.
Okay.
Of course, there are those foot lockers that you weren't able to see inside, and you definitely took
Right.
notice of those.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
While Douglas is doing that, and while Gemma is chatting to the young girl about her dress, what's everybody else want to do? Does anybody have any, other than just kind of like listening to the music or playing music and just kind of observing?
I was actually going to approach the other musician and like kind of be like,
That would be this fellow right here.
work my way over there. Just kind of like walk through, kind of dodge the other dancer.
Seeing you kind of move forward, he'll kind of come over here to kind of meet you halfway, right next to the fire. So you'll as you start going, he comes around the other side.
I'm just gonna kind of like observe his strum patterns and stuff and be like,
Okay. It's pretty effortlessly. He's obviously, he's kind of like, he doesn't ever look at his fingers. He's got a very loose kind of fluid style, and he's just kind of like smiling as he does so. Periodically his eyes kind of close as he's clearly drifting in and out of the music itself. Very, very accomplished and comfortable with what he's doing.
your phrasing is very unique to the area. Where did you say you were from again?
Oh, we are from everywhere. We travel from one coast to the other. It is one of the things that we try to do. We travel as much as we can. These are our homes. These fine wagons. This is where we live.
Hey Seth, you heard that right?
We call no place our home, other than the land of which we walk.
But surely you have a culture. You've come from somewhere.
Yes, we are a small family gathering. I am here with Stanimar and my friend Ratka and his beautiful sister Damia. We have long since been part of the traveling band, and this is a new area to us. We have recently traveled here. We come from the south and are eager to see more of what it is that this land has to offer.
Wait, hold on, the descender here. Can I get this one? Okay, thank you. Just wondering because I haven't seen someone play quite like you do, and I honestly would like to exchange some trade secrets.
I play for the love of playing. I've never been taught to play. I picked it up and it just seemed the way to play it.
That would explain the unique quality.
I understand there is a language to music. I have never been able to read it, but I can listen and pick up the sounds, and if I have heard a tune once, I'm more than able to replicate it.
I'll have to be careful with my songs. Don't want them stolen.
Oh, I would not do such a thing. Unless, of course, you honored me with your permission to do so.
Very honorable, then, not taking things without permission, then.
No, we are a honorable people. We are worldly wise, but we are not dishonest folk.
Well, there's that in an empty glass, so where's he at?
He'll come straight over. As soon as he sees you looking, he walks over with a big kind of, very kind of like full toothy grin. He's like, drink, my friends. It is a beautiful night.
Is it a beautiful night? I bet it is.
It's kind of a little. I mean, it's a clear night. It's not particularly cold out. Not warm. I mean, it's autumn, but it's pleasant. The fire is certainly giving a good glow, especially with all the mulled wine that you've got roaming around in your belly. That's kind of adding a little internal glow. So yeah, you're pretty cozy.
I should slow down a little bit. This might get hairy. I didn't say that out loud.
So Stanimir says, "It is customary for us to make our guests at home. Please, tell us a little about you. Where are you from? What brings you here? Why were you traveling the southern roads at night?"
Is anybody gonna take that?
If you'd rather not say, I understand.
That is fine. I think. Octavius, why are we here?
I don't want to be here. I was dragged, forced against my will, to go on this little mini family gathering adventure. I'm here
Family?
because
Are you? Well, yes, of course. I can see it now.
What?
You're all relatives. Blood relatives.
well, not everyone.
We are all
Most
family.
of us.
That's what counts, right?
Right.
Family
We are all family.
is
and
the most
that is what
important thing
counts.
of all.
Absolutely.
After
Couldn't
all,
agree more.
blood can bind us, but so can loyalty.
Doug,
Yeah.
while all that was happening, I stole Trip's seat and sat down to like kind of massaging my muscles.
Boom. I can't help but imagine as you sat down on one end,
The log just
little Octavius probably just felt it. I mean, it wouldn't have flipped, but it probably went like, boom, boom, like the end lifted just a fraction.
A little seesaw action, yeah.
I mean, look. You told me what not to do when we left Saruman. Are we gonna move this along, though? I mean,
Yeah, yes, we're just being polite and having a nice conversation. So just making sure everybody's happy and getting along, and that's what we're doing, right? That's
yeah, but it's gonna all turn sour when one of us says the one question we do have.
No, they did not take anything. At least the dress.
So that is Amelia's dress. And I'm going to point at the dress out loud to everybody, since you are behind her, Gemma.
Yes, if we look at the tag, it probably has Grammy's initials on it.
At which point,
There could be many
the girl
Grammys.
looks at you and she says, "You know this dress?"
Well, I
Yes.
mean, they did. They just mentioned it to me.
we assume we know the dress. We wouldn't want to assume that we know who owns it.
I know it is my cousin Amelia's dress. She was the one that you saw crying. We came here for a wedding. So I'm guessing that she didn't want to get married and sold you the dress.
Oh,
Is that accurate?
It would seem to be. I purchased this dress for my lovely daughter's friend. It was a young girl, what we seem to think was her mother and a couple of others. They seemed rather distraught. The young girl seemed happy to be rid of it, so I paid her a fairly handsome sum of coin to take it from her.
Well, I think we know what happened then. Amelia did not want to get married, and Auntie Barb was trying to force her to get married, and she probably ran off, and then they went somewhere else, and she refused to come. I don't blame her, really.
But why weren't we told?
Well,
How
I'm
would
sure
you
it was
pass that
recent.
message along
Yes.
if you turned back?
no, I don't recall any of them being wizards, sorcerers, or any kind of magic user that could deliver such a message.
The guy with the kind of big red sash and the red tunic, the one that at this point Douglas is aware seems to have the locket. He looks up and says, "Yes, indeed. After the girl sold us the dress, they turned around and traveled back. The name of a city, I believe they said, Candlewin or Candleford, something along this line.
Candlewin.
yes, yeah, that's where they're from.
Wherever it was they were heading, they did not continue on their journey."
quite rude of them, really. We came all the way out here.
I mean,
It's
think
probably
of it this way,
Carl.
Seth didn't ruin the wedding.
I just assumed that
A
Barb would at
wedding?
least send a note.
Oh, what a horrible scenario. I am beginning to put the pieces of this unfortunate puzzle together. So, this was a young bride on her way to be married. And for whatever reason, she chose not to go through with the ceremony. And you were unaware. And you were sent to look for her. It was
yes,
early
we are-
this morning that we saw them. They would be almost a full day traveling southwards by now. On a meager horse and cart.
That's all that we got.
Well, dag nabbit, that's really unfortunate. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch him.
Well, now that we got that clear, what about the locket?
Wow.
Locket?
Yes, we were sent to possibly ask you if you had seen or scavenged a rare locket of the mayor. Something he
Have you
lost.
seen or scavenged, aka stolen?
It seems to have gone missing, is what he means to say, and the
Yeah,
man
missing,
seems
just-
quite keen on having it back if it could be found. It had something of a crow or a raven, some sort of
Okay,
dark feathered bird on it.
give me, even whether it's your intention or not, give me an intimidation roll, please, will you, Seth? After all, you are a very large, foreboding, intimidating man. In fact, both-
Ironically, my intimidation is not the highest, but I'll take it. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
6.
Okay.
I have proficiency in it too. Strange.
Wow.
My charisma's low, so.
You say that, and before anybody else has a chance to speak, Stanimar says, "He must be referring to the locket that the young noble gave us for aiding him last night."
Young noble?
Ah, yes. You see, a young noble was thrown from his horse yesterday evening. We brought him to our camp, and my daughter is skilled in the ways of the healer, and she binded his wounds and set his injured leg, and we fed him and allowed him to rest in one of our wagons. And as he left out this very bright early morning, he said to us, "I have little to offer you of wealth, but my thanks. But please, take this. It is but a meager trinket, but I will gift it to you for your kind healing." And he gave us a locket. That's what it must be.
Oh, could we maybe see the locket just to confirm it's probably a different locket?
Perception check for, let's see, who are you and where are you at? You're here.
I had already seen it too a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's meaning.
Okay, for everybody except for Gemma, because the man that I want you to roll has got his back to you, so you wouldn't really see what he's doing. But everybody else, that's this guy here. Everybody else, give me a perception roll.
Okay, so finally something decent.
Ooh.
Oh, Christy
Another
again!
Natural 20!
Hella perceptive.
Super Seth.
Can't wait till we get to
Not Seth,
combat and I do nothing.
So yeah, fail.
Yeah, that's 2 20s already. Look at you
Hey,
go.
my campaign, guys.
Alrighty. Okay. Let's see. What else do we get? Seth, you probably noticed it as well. And probably Trip. So, when you asked, can we see it? Just for a split second, his eyes cut across to his son over here, which is Ratka. But it was so kind of fleeting, kind of like a type thing, you know.
Clearly, he wasn't attempting to draw attention to it and was trying to hide the fact, but his instincts kind of gave him away a little bit. He says, yes, I believe it is in the blue wagon in the footlocker. Over here.
Oh,
And he starts
okay.
moving towards this wagon. Okay, at that moment, Ratka suddenly, with a huge kind of motion of his boot, let me go ahead and do this while we're at it. Ratka.
Yeah, right, giant red guy. Of course, you love that name.
Okay. He with his boot, he kind of kicks one of the logs really hard in the fire, which kind of sends a big of sparks. With a very swift and athletic movement after doing that, he kind of like takes 2 leaps back onto the stool, spins around, and almost effortlessly lands on the riding horse here. With that, you see him kind of like grab hold of the reins and pull it up, and he's like, yeah! And it looks like he's trying to book it out of here. Like, I mean, this guy is quick, agile, nimble, but clearly doesn't want to stick around. What do you guys want to do? Not for combat's sake, but let's go ahead and get an initiative roll, just so we can kind of get an idea of who's acting when. Seth.
Sitting down on a log.
I have a feeling you're going last, Seth.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, we've got Trippy, who is going
Gemma, look at you.
7.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm.
We got Doug
Speedy Gonzalez.
and Octavius, both kind of pretty much acting at the same time. Gemma. Alrighty. Okay, so seeing this happen, where is Gemma? You're actually closest to him, Gemma, and you didn't suddenly get a huge blast of sparks and smoke and ash kind of thrown up as a smokescreen to where you are. So you're able to see this guy. I mean, you're sitting down, minding your own business. Suddenly it's boosh, and then 2 steps back, he jumps up on the stool, spins around, leaps off the stool onto the horse, and grabs the reins and unhooks it. He hasn't moved yet. Like the horse is still in place, but he's already unlashed the horse. What would Gemma like to do?
I quickly, still sitting down, I'm going to try to do this kind of stealthily. I mean, it's verbal semantics, so it is what it is.
Well, nothing says that a verbal spell has to be particularly loud. Doesn't say you have to bellow it at the top of your voice.
I just think quickly, and I, quiet as I can, cast Chill Touch, not on him, but on the horse.
Well, let's see. You've got to... Let's see here. Okay. Yeah.
Spook the horse.
I don't know why it rolled... Oh, I guess it's an attack roll, isn't it, first? Okay.
Yeah.
And it does... 3 necrotic damage. Okay. So yeah, you kind of like it blasts the ass of the horse. The horse like will rear up, and he is going to make a skill check to see if he is able to stay on this creature or not. Let me go ahead and do something real quick. Just to make my life easy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Cool. Let me pull that over here. Okay. Okay. So it hits the horse. The horse kind of rears up. He struggles for a moment. It looks like he's going to stay on. He doesn't kind of fall off and hit the ground, but what does in fact happen is he kind of ends up having to slide off the back of the horse. He's on his feet, but he is no longer actually on the horse itself. Okay, Octavia.
Okay, so yeah, seeing Big Sis take initiative like that, and I'm going to follow suit. So I am going to...
He's right at 30 feet from you.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to run over and pull my rapier out and just put it up to the side of his neck.
So as you run over there, this guy, because you're running between the two, this guy is going to attempt to trip you as an attack of opportunity.
Trip.
Okay.
Yes.
That's me. I'm tripped.
No, the one next to you, Satch.
Oh.
This guy.
All right, give me a dex save. 19
Dex
is your target.
save. Okay.
19 is your target.
Got it.
Oh.
Okay. He sticks his foot out. You're like, he catches your foot, and you kind of feel yourself starting to stumble, but you're able to kind of throw your other foot underneath you to regain your balance and keep going.
Okay, so then I'm not going to very cool do what I did. I'm going to go...
No, but you are still
stumble.
doing what you're doing.
So I'm going to stumble forward and kind of reach my rapier.
That
and go,
being said, you'll also notice that this guy here, as you run forward, is kind of going to sidestep. He doesn't pull a weapon or anything, but he clearly is trying to block you getting to Ratka. So you'll kind of be here, and right as you get there, he'll kind of like step up and stands right in front of you. Immediately, he's like, whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
So, if you wish to try to slip by this guy...
I do.
Which I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
Give me a... let's see. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics, not acrobatics? Because I would say I would do more of like a little slide or a roll or something.
Oh, in that case, then yeah,
because
I'll take acrobatics.
Yeah, because I'm already small, right?
Go right between his legs.
That's kind of my whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, acrobatics. Oh, I don't think I have roll 3D dice on, do I? I want to make sure I got
You
that.
can fix that.
I know. And where that is
you.
on dice options. No, it says enable advanced 3D dice. Maybe this one. Try that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Click and drag.
Check all three.
I didn't. Oh, what happened? Did it work? No, it didn't work.
No, it did.
Oh boy, what's going on?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh no!
I don't know what happened. Oh, I see it. Okay. What happened? It I had to drag the roll.
Yeah, switch auto roll.
Yeah, you want to
as
auto
well
roll
in the
on.
options.
So you
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
Nonetheless, okay, so you rolled a
Yes.
1. You try to slide between his legs, and he quickly pulls his legs together and like stops, and you're like, and he like wedges you between his thighs or like his calves, to stop you going anywhere. Okay, Douglas, what do you want to do?
Can I just clear up really fast?
Uh-huh.
That just want to clear up my spell was a hand that formed on the horse and not like something that came from me.
Okay, so you just like a like a spank. Okay, that's fine.
Well, it clings
Like,
to the
it
person.
materializes and
It
clings
materializes
Yeah,
near the
that's right.
creature.
Yep.
Yeah, so people didn't see something come from.
No, that's right. That's why nobody reacted
Okay,
to the
great.
fact that you did that. No one is it's obvious no one's aware it was you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Douglas, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go whiskey, and I'm gonna do a cool whistle, but I can't do it as a human person. But you know, like a cool, like a good hunter whistle,
Okay.
like a sharp one, and go whiskey, fetch, and I'm gonna have him go after
Okay.
this guy.
Stanimar
Try to-
will go, here, boy!
Oh, no.
An opposed animal handling
Oh my
skill
gosh.
roll will have to be
Son
done.
of a
These guys have a
Oh,
natural
no.
way with animals.
no, my boy. Okay, animal handling. You said.
That's what's going to be.
You
that's gonna be
traitor.
what kills
He's only
us.
got an 11.
Oh,
Ah!
Come on, give me
Come
that big boy
on.
now.
Mommy,
Oof.
wow. Yes.
Thank
Okay.
God.
yeah.
Just barely.
The
Wow,
dog
close.
kind of stops and looks at him, and just for a second it considers it, but then it remembers whose bestest boy he is,
Yes.
and he will run over there.
And I want him to bite down on his leg.
Okay, so you want him to attack the son.
Just like the pant leg, like trying to, just to scare him a little bit.
Okay, so I need to have a clarification from you.
Okay.
Is that what this dog will do whenever you tell him to do that? Will he always go for the clothing? Because either he's probably probably trained to bite down and attack, or he's probably trained to.
He's a hunting dog, so he knows fetch means to just grab and retrieve to bring to me.
Gotcha.
Kill.
Okay, there we go. That's what we needed to know. Right.
Yes.
Just so I know in the future, so I know how to your dog react. Okay.
Yeah, he knows to be soft mouth when he's going.
Go ahead,
for.
doggy.
Okay. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it is. It's what retrievers do. That's why when they go in the water and retrieve ducks and things like that,
you don't want to mangle it up.
chew the shit out of them.
Of course.
Exactly.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Give me an attack roll for your dog.
Okay, attack roll.
He's not going to do any damage, but if he grabs, it'll basically be the equivalent of a grapple.
That's just going to be a d20 straight, right?
Plus any bonuses that he has as a mastiff.
What does he have for?
He has pretty good strength, I'd imagine.
Melee weapon
Let's
attack
have a look.
+3 to hit, I guess?
Yeah.
Yep, +3 to hit.
Okay.
And he just won't do any damage if he hits.
Gotcha. Okay.
But we will count it as a grapple. Oh, yeah. All right.
Nice.
Good dog.
Dougie?
Whiskey grabs
Whiskey's
hold
a
of
good
his
boy.
pant leg and immediately starts and pulling back against him. Like, Whiskey's strength is a 13, so give me a d20 plus 1 roll.
Can you stop
Whiskey.
rolling one?
I'm the best D&D dad!
Wow, look what Gore
Wow.
No!
You win though. That's
Oh wow, you still won.
Oh
Wow.
Wow.
What the?
Natural 20!
Christy hacker.
I'm a
I
good
know,
D&D
right?
dad.
good.
3
You're good at D&D, Dad.
20s. Okay.
Yay!
You rolled like 7 times.
He is.
3 of them.
I mean, he's he's doing his best to kind of pull back against it. He's wiggling, he's twisting, he's moving, he's grooving, but the dog is just not letting go.
Boy.
Okay, Trip, what do you want to do?
You know, for a well-traveled dancer, you sure seem to be outclassed by a dog.
Got him.
Good one, Trip.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, vicious mockery.
Yes. Love it.
Okay, you're doing that psychic damage on him.
Yep.
All right, he makes a saving throw. And he will succeed, so it does not hurt.
Damn. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Pretty good
And
though.
I'd like
That
to
was-
back up behind Uncle Seth, if I may.
Okay, right.
You made fun.
It's like the guy. It's like the little guy in the bar that screams the insult and then goes and hides behind the big guy so
I'm
he doesn't
gonna
get his ass
jump
beat.
up on the log, shout it, and then hide behind it.
Okay. Speaking of Uncle Seth, what is Uncle Seth doing?
Well, I'm gonna get up with a lurch because I was sitting down and probably comfortable, and I'm going to just immediately attempt to grapple this guy in front of me, not step on him. Like I
Okay, just gonna grab him. All right. The
I just
guy
wanna
that
grab
tried
him
to
because-
Trip.
Yeah, because I saw that, and
Yeah.
you
Okay.
know, homie don't play that. So
All right. Yeah.
athletics.
Sure.
Hey, I actually rolled okay.
No problem at all. Yep. You're easily able to kind of and just grab this guy. You want to knock him to the ground, or you want to just kind of like tangle him up?
I'm
in
just
a bear hug and pick
bear
him
hugging
up?
him and being like, "Stop tripping the little one."
Okay. Alrighty. As this is happening, the leader, Stanimar, starts to yell at the top of his voice. This is all a misunderstanding! Is this how you treat us after we welcome you to our camp? Well, what are you doing? Call that beast off at once! And at this point you notice that Stanmir's hand has gone to his back now. and you kind of hear a shh as he and then he turns deliberately to kind of let you see that he has got like a sword scabbard that was kind of like down his pant leg, and he's like half pulled it, and then he stops, like still trying not to have this turn into a bloodbath. With that, the girl with the wedding dress kind of like turns and looks to Gemma, and she says, "Please, what are you doing? Stop this at once!"
I see if she's faking it.
Or
if she's actually scared.
You can give me a insight roll if you wish.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow. She's so terrified.
She clearly does look scared, no doubt about it. She seems very distraught, very upset. At this point, this one, which is Stanimir's daughter, she has gone to both of her boots and has pulled out 2 knives, which she kind of like tosses up and catches in her hands quickly. But immediately upon doing that, Stanimir says, "Stop! No, we will not have this." Okay. With that, he is going to try to break free of your dog once more on his action, because he really doesn't have much else to do. For 14. So if you will roll a d20 plus 1 for Pupster. Nope. Okay, so basically you're now hearing as his pant leg is starting to rip, but he's still not able to get loose. He now has pulled a hand axe from his belt, and yet again Stanimar has like, "No!" and kind of like calls him off, like right as he's raising this thing up. He goes, "Please, I beseech you, call off your dogs and let us discuss this. We are peaceful people, but we will defend ourselves if we have no choice."
Okay, but he better not run away.
I mean, he already tried to. I mean, you could see why we would take that wrong.
We know nobody wants to get anybody. No getting hurt here. We're
just calm down.
Yes, agreed.
Return to the fire and discuss this.
You mean the fire that he kicked a log into and almost blinded me?
What if he jumps back on the horse again, though? We can't have him do that.
Don't
How about
worry.
I go get the horse?
I've got him.
You're between a man's legs.
That's what I want him to think.
Let's just everybody calm down.
Call the dog back.
I need you to
Please.
call your son back and tell him to sit down so we can discuss
Ratka, we
this.
must discuss this. We need to explain to them and make them understand where we got this locket from. It was that the young noble gave it to us this morning. If this locket was... Are we to believe it was stolen?
It may have been, yes, but we're not accusing you of it. We just want to. No, Seth.
Uncle, stop.
We're just here to confirm that you have that exact locket, and then if we can make a deal or something, we could trade for something. We've got some.
We will
some
indeed
gold and
have this discussion. Everybody, please sit down around the fire. Come, everybody. And
Please let
you
my
must
little
call
brother
this
go.
Call this dog off.
Okay, I will. You promised that they won't run away.
Loosen your thighs, please.
And let
He'll
my
kind of
son
look
go,
down
too.
and loosen off and let Octavio out. He says,
I'll scramble up.
My son will not run. Ratka,
Okay.
you will not run. Sit down.
Good rhyme. I'm keeping it. From
Okay,
there.
All right, where are you going to call the dog to?
whiskey, release. And then he knows to come back to my side.
Okay, all right. So he comes back over here and kind of probably just lays down next to you. Okay. It's at this point that now Ratka seems to be more interested in his horse's ass than anything else. He notices this kind of like tarnished part. And he's trying to like looking to see what happened. He says, "Now, everybody, please, If you will, take a seat. Everyone, come.
Okay,
They-
everyone, come on in.
Yeah, I'll go back to my original spot.
I'm gonna roughly let go of this guy and kind of toss him towards Whiskey, not onto the ground, but just chuck him that way.
Okay. He kind of staggers and stumbles, and then kind of like he gets up, and initially it looks like he's going to sit on the back plate of this wagon, but then realizing how close he is to the dog, he kind of comes around and decides to sit on the back plane of this one instead.
Okay, that was...
Now, describe to us this locket that you believe we may have.
Well, he's got it right there in his sash belt there.
What-
If you just...
Before we present the locket, tell us what locket it is that you look for.
I wrote it down, Father. Dad.
Yes, I know, honey. It's gold.
Yes.
Right? And it's got a picture of a beautiful lady inside of it. I hope clothed. And we just need to get it back to her husband, who's so grieved by that's the only token and memento he has of his departed wife. So we're happy to pay for it. No hard feelings at all. Sorry about Whiskey here. He gets a little excited in a heat of a hunt. But we just I think it was, what kind of animal was it, Gemma? Was it?
It was a raven's head engraved on its face. It long blonde hair, rosy cheeks is the picture inside of the locket.
Yes.
It was gold. You're correct about that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's all. We need to confirm that that's what you got. If you could just show it to us, that would be great. I know he's got it right over there.
Yep. Stanimar kind of looks at Ratka and says, "Show us the locket, son." And he kind of you see him stand up and begrudgingly reach down into his sash and pull out the chain, and then there's kind of a locket hanging from the end of the chain. He kind of holds it up. Now, the first thing you notice is the locket does indeed have an engraved raven's head on it. He kind of holds that up, and then he pops it open, but there's no picture inside.
Must have been removed.
Oh no, that's no good.
Really quick though, if we may, Miss Two Knives Hidden, can we, Red Rover send Gemma over? You have to understand my concern for my sister's safety. She's...
The girl with the red knives is here. Gemma's over here.
Right, sorry.
So you're good.
Yeah, we're good. Just stay there.
Yeah, Gemma is next to the girl with the wedding
really
dress.
Stand up, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Very
And I'll
good.
watch you kind of cluster around each other.
Gemma, just a heads up. Next time, get out of the middle of everybody. You are small. They are.
Didn't think about
Knife.
that.
Yeah, you didn't.
So-
You think about a lot of things, but
This is
we gotta get you out to a
to the-
bar fight soon.
as we told you. This locket was gifted us this morning by a young nobleman who was thrown from his horse.
But it seems like maybe this nobleman is the reason why it got stolen. And maybe he took the picture out of it. And I was gonna say maybe just you keep the locket and we just get the picture back. Do you know this nobleman's name or where he was headed or anything like that? We could maybe help figure this out.
He was traveling from the north heading south. He said he was heading to catch a ship.
Shit. Okay.
But it's, as I said, last night is when he came to us. We heard a cry in the dark, and we went to investigate. He was laying on the ground next to a horse that had seemed to injure itself. And that is when we brought him to our camp, and my daughter here nursed him back to health. And then this morning, he gives us this locket.
Okay. Did he mention his name?
We did not give it, and we did not ask. It is not polite to ask people on the road their identity.
So, was this before or after you you saw Amelia and bought the dress.
Oh, it
That
was
he
a
left
couple
you.
of hours before.
And was Amelia wearing the dress when you bought it?
Oh, no, she wrenched it from a chest and threw it to the ground.
In front of you?
Yes. She cursed the dress and cursed the wedding and said she would have no part of it, but it was then that her mother scolded her and told her that she would do this for her family.
Look, I'm not the smartest man here. You could see how, though, it would be... I mean, you have a locket that the mayor says was his, and a dress that belongs to my niece.
Well...
And then your fancy boy over there kicked a log in the fire and tried to run away. You can see how that would be suspicious, right?
We do not trust many folk. And my son is impulsive. He probably felt that, rightly so, that this locket had been stolen and that perhaps you were the rightful owners, and maybe you would not be so understanding.
I think we do just hope to reach an understanding here.
So, we received the locket with honesty, as a gift. You claim the locket belongs to another, and clearly you had knowledge of this locket, for you described it. At which point Ratka says, "But father, that one there," and he kind of points directly at Douglas, "he saw the locket in my belt. How do we know he is not just making this up?" And he kind of like
didn't.
looks at you.
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the gold, and I just assumed. I'm not saying I would make anything up. I would never lie to you. I just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Well, as we are acting in good faith, perhaps it seems to me logical and believable that you have seen this locket before. After all, you described the raven, yes? The picture could have been removed, so I am more than happy to part with the locket. What do you offer us in compensation? A fair trade or purchase.
Oh, I've got I could whittle a duck.
A duck?
I make a very good duck.
Oh, whittle. Oh,
Yes,
no.
for your collection.
As
I know
you have
fan of-
already commented, we are gifted craftsmen, and the whittling of a wooden duck would not equal the value or come close to the worth of a gold locket.
Two gold.
I was going to
Don't
suggest a
lowball
bear,
them.
but
They've been
I'll
through
do it.
enough.
You see Ratka kind of like toss the locket in his hand like he's weighing it, and he says, 2 gold? This locket is worth considerably more than this.
Well, he just gave it away, but maybe not. Maybe it's fake gold.
Okay. He kind of looks at it and looks at you with a grin. Trust me, this is real gold.
I'd like to cast Distort Value.
Okay.
Is that really something you have?
It
You
is.
have
Yeah.
that?
It
Wow.
actually is a thing he has.
Incredible.
It is a thing he
That's
has.
awesome.
I recall him talking about it before
Oh my
we ever
gosh.
did a thing.
It's touch spell, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you got to
you
get
gotta-
close
you gotta
enough
try
to
to-
lay hand
Oh,
on him.
Yeah.
Let me see it.
I'd be like, just in good faith, may I see it?
Okay, he
so we
just kind
can
of stands
agree on a
up and
price?
holds it at arm's length and dangles it to you. In other words, like he
I'll
goes.
come to like meet him by the fire, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't take any steps forward.
Right.
But once you get close to it, he'll kind of hold it for you to look at, but he doesn't actually let go of it. But you know, he'll allow you to kind of like cup it in your hand just to twist it so you can look at the face.
Yeah. Like looking at it, I was just like, a little bit of schmutz.
All right.
Schmutz being the trigger word.
And then I'm assuming you're casting Distort Valley.
Yeah.
Okay. If I recall, he gets an investigation check against it, right? What's the DC?
My DC is 14, I believe. Yep.
Alrighty. So he needs to roll 14 or higher to see through it. Otherwise, perfect. Okay. So you cast it, and then what are you going to say? What are you going to do?
I'm just going to be like, looks like it got damaged in the fall.
He kind of like snatches it back and says, "Damaged."
And it's just covered in little tiny like scratches and dents that make it basically worth its weight in
All right. He looks at it and he's like, "Huh?" Like he's trying to polish it.
Oh, be careful there. If you abrade it anymore, it might not be worth anything.
And he kind of like looks somewhat bewildered and confused at it. And he says, "I could have sworn."
Well, I'll tell you what. 5 gold for it then. Seem fair? Get it off your hands. And maybe we'll purchase some plates.
Yeah, I'd love
Give me. Let's see. Have such a thing. Give me a persuasion skill roll.
Okay.
18. Okay. With the kind of concerned look on his face, Stanimar kind of gets up, comes over, lays hand on the locket, pulls it to himself, and says, fair enough. Ratka's like, "But fathers," and he goes, and raises his hand, kind of like to shut him up, and he just kind of like slumps back down. He says, 5 gold and the purchase of some of our fine woodcraft. So, what takes your fancy? What would you like? Maybe a set of, well, there are 5 of you, so 5 plates, 5 cups, 5 bowls, 5
You've got
spoons.
2 at home. You've got 2 at home. That's more Douglas's channel. He's the homemaker. I'm probably there.
Let's see, we need five of us, and then one for our Grampy. One
It's
for
8.
Emma.
It's 8 total.
Yeah, we're gonna need 8.
Because the 2 others, the 5 of us.
Yeah,
That's 7.
that would be
Shrimp.
7 actually. Son.
Think harder sometimes, please.
Okay, but we need to encourage him. Okay, we can't
Think harder sometimes.
Be discouraging.
It is
He's
simple
trying
addition.
his best. He's so close, though. He's so close.
Doug.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tug at your sleeve.
What?
Well, if they really did go home and they're safe, we need to confirm it. No.
Yeah, we'll take care of that. Don't worry. We just gotta get these plates. I don't think you saw them, but they're absolutely beautiful. And
I don't. I eat with my fingers anyway.
okay, well, maybe you won't so much if you see these plates. It's cherry wood. It's gorgeous. Seth.
I know you have a thing for wood, but I really don't give a shit.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna give a sideways glance to Octavius to see if I get any kind of pleasant reaction out of him.
He'll just he'll have a coy smile.
So with a big elbow, I elbow Octavius. Kind of a little bit harder than I intend, which is like.
Don't get any practical dishware made out of purple heartwood. It's poisonous. Learned that one.
Yeah, this entire time, Raptor is just kind of like looking at his locket, like begrudgingly, like he's realizing he's going to have to give it up.
Okay, I think we got a deal here, right?
Wait. There's also the matter of the dress. That is my Grammy's dress and
Gammy, yes.
Gammy's dress. Sorry.
Oh, this beautiful thing.
And I
And
was
she kind of
really
like-
hoping I would get to wear it at my wedding.
Yeah, she
we
gets
need
up
that.
and kind of begins, and she comes like, not sure if you guys have seen it. He kind of brings it and holds it up and starts to wave it
Now
around
wait,
for you
careful
to
by
see.
the fire there. Don't want it to.
Just the fire.
Catch,
Huh?
can you please back up just a few feet? It's making me really nervous.
Yeah. Okay. So can we add on the the dress?
So
perhaps?
literally, when you say that, she kind of like gets all flustered and starts to back up, like you asked her to, and then trips and falls over her own feet. And,
Oh my god.
and the immediately you see the almost in slow motion, the dress goes
I'm going for that.
flying towards the flames, almost like you almost magically suggested it to happen. Okay, so you're gonna try to dive for it.
Yes.
Okay. Give me that would definitely be an athletics check.
Oh, great.
Bam!
Natural 20!
-1.
Oh
my
God.
Wow.
Matt, Satch,
Okay,
we're never going to win.
so-
We're never gonna win.
I've rolled ones all session, pretty much. So
Okay,
Time will
so
come.
describe to us how you're gonna grab and catch this dress. Any which way you
as
think
she
you
falls
can
back,
achieve.
yes, I jump for it. I catch it
Okay,
in
so
both
you're
hands.
gonna like jump airborne like to grab
airboard.
Okay.
And then I do a somersault right over her, and I end in a stand-up position holding the
it.
dress.
Ta-da! Okay.
Didn't even touch the floor.
Right.
Oh
Okay. Yeah. So she basically,
Goodness,
you
Joe.
see her like dive forward, grab the
Thank
dress,
you.
and kind of like spin tuck overneath. Hey, in wizard school, it was a good job she joined the cheerleaders.
I'm gonna check her over to make sure she's not covered in any flames. Are
Okay,
you okay, honey? Oh, that was
right,
okay.
that was
so-
amazing.
Okay, Daddy.
As that is happening, suddenly Stanimir, without like almost as if the whole thing was staged, Stanimir just suddenly turns and like with both hands bull rushes and shoves as hard as he possibly can right into your son Trip.
What the? These bastards.
What?
It's not like he punches him, doesn't hit him with a weapon. It's just a huge, big shove to kind of push him away.
That be what kind of save is that?
I would say give me a dex save.
Sons of bitches.
12. Okay.
no.
Right, with a huge shove, he kind of bulldozes you backwards. And as he does so, he goes, "Now, my son, now!" And once again, this guy leaps backwards onto the horse, which is already untethered. And immediately starts to spin the horse and starts to bolt once again.
Ugh.
Heck, damn it.
Jeez.
Son of a.
Oh, I don't need all of that, just that. Okay. Right, yep. So immediately he's like, and starts to try to gallop away from the fire. As he does so, everybody give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Oh boy. Ugh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I
Oh,
fell
lordy, lordy, lordy.
Wow.
Okay, a
Octavius
12.
got the best one.
Octavius is the only
Finally
one.
cares.
Okay, yeah.
bit.
Octavius
I mean-
probably saw it and doesn't give a shit. Like,
He wants
well,
action.
anyway, it's up to Octavius what he
I mean,
does.
we're so enamored
as
by
he
what
does so,
Gemma
you
did.
notice, because it's such a kind of like awkward land on the horse and he starts to gallop, several other items of jewelry fell from his sash and hit the ground. Like, that wasn't the only thing he had tucked away. However, he does still have the mayor's locket in his possession. What does everybody want to do now? As he starts to bolt into the open fields.
If I can cast my last spell for the day.
You can try.
I mean, you're on the ground, right?
Yeah, you'll have to
Yeah.
kind of get up as you move, but that doesn't stop him casting.
Um,
True.
yeah, it's I'm just gonna put fairy fire on the asshole.
Okay. Go ahead. Pop it up.
So that we can see him as he rides off very clearly.
Let's see. Target range 60 feet. Yeah, you'll just. I mean, he won't have been out of 60 feet, even though he's galloping away. He's still inside. So yeah, he like does that. Bling, bling, bling. However you want to cast your spell. I don't know whether you use words or whether you strum to cast. I don't care. You can do it either way.
I'll just probably mutter something.
Okay.
Quiet
Yeah. So suddenly,
later.
a faint flickering glow emerges around him and the horse as you start to kind of see it going into the background, away from the camp. So let's see. That was Trip. All right. What's everybody else want to do?
I'm gonna say, hey, you promised.
I promised he would not run. He's riding.
Well, that's still kind of running. He's just got 4 legs instead of 2.
Is he still within 120 feet?
Maybe still right this minute. You might have a round.
That's great. Okay.
And?
Well, I would.
It's a good job you're kind of
do
casting
something-
that fairy fire because it's
Yeah.
so late now. That area out there is kind of marshy. It's the Swamp of Sorrow, so it's kind of got that thin lower layer of stagnant marsh mist across it. But he's on a horseback, so he's above it, and you can kind of see him clearly.
Yeah. Well, I still don't want to like hurt anyone, so but I do want to cast magic missile again at the horse. Poor horse.
Don't want to hurt anyone, but fuck the
But
horse,
the horse.
right?
Yeah. Kill the horse. Where's the third dice?
That's not right.
Yeah, that's can't.
It should be 3d4 plus 3.
Yes,
For level
you're right.
3d4 plus 3, level 1.
You got 3 darts, first level.
Yep, and you only have...
I'll do 2d4 more then.
2d4 plus 2, yeah.
Plus 2? Oh,
So 7, 9 total.
7, 9.
Okay.
Let me fix that.
Yep. Okay. We will give him another skill roll to see if he can stay on his horse. What was the total damage you did?
9.
9, okay. The 19 he needs. Okay. This time he kind of like, as the horse rears, he throws his arms around the neck of the horse and clings on. He needed a 19, he got a 25. The horse does, however, kind of, not stumble, but kind of stop and rear up a few times. It does break the horse's motion a little bit. This entire time, Stanmar is going, just let him go, let him go! And waving his arms, still nobody resorting to any kind of violence. You'll never catch him on foot anyway. Okay,
We can just smack him anywhere anyway. If you kill the horse, you can't get anywhere.
what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look up at Doug and just say, this is getting ridiculous.
Yes, I agree. Seth,
What?
maybe it's time for you to punch a little bit.
As soon as you say that, every one of them around the camp is shh, 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 and they all start skinning weapons.
Maybe not. I thought we could talk about it.
We do not wish to harm you, but you will not take my son.
We don't
We
want to
don't
take
need the
him.
sun. We just need the locket.
Yeah, we had a deal. I want those plates.
Take the plates and be gone.
Well, okay, but I still need the locket.
He seems quite content just to stand here and hold you all up.
I'm gonna stand up towards and walk towards the fire, but obviously not go into it.
Okay.
Look right at him and be like, "Is what happened to our family really what happened?"
I told you the truth about the dress.
but you've lied about everything else.
I have not lied about the young noble. We did indeed help him.
And all that. And I'm going to point at the jewelry that fell when the guy jumped on the horse again. That fell out of his sash, right?
My
It's on
son
the
has
floor.
a problem taking things that do not belong to him. Please, take that treasure and return it to who it belongs to. Tell them that you never found the locket. Tell them you never found my son.
I think it would be better if you just leave this area. 'Cause we
What
can
is
tell
the
the
value
mayor
of this locket?
We will leave. We will leave for sure.
right now.
It's just that the locket would make a fine gift for somebody
Oh,
important.
you saw it. It's trash. But without the sentimental value the mayor has for it.
It is not the monetary value, but the aesthetic of this particular locket. The raven's head means something to somebody. But
Why can you?
if you leave, we will
Carve a
we will
raven's head.
remove our camp, and we will get away from here this very moment. We will leave immediately.
You are skilled craftsmen. Can't you just forge your own raven-headed thing?
We are
Yeah, I could
skilled
whittle a raven if you
woodworkers,
need
to be
that.
sure, but we do not work with precious metals or steel. We are,
You
but
steal just fine, but we do need that.
your son apparently steals very well. But it is too late now. You'll never catch him.
How far away is the horse as well as rearing?
By now, I mean, another couple of rounds is gone, so it's a good, probably close to 300 feet away.
Damn.
The only reason you can even see it is because of the fairy fire. It's like a little glowing dot. And he's right, you'd never catch him on foot.
Your son looks stupid out there.
I'm gonna peer over Seth's shoulder and be like, you guys gotta leave, okay? You gotta get out of here. This did never come back. You're not.
We will make ourselves scarce quickly. Just let this go as a unfortunate misunderstanding.
Okay, but if we hear about any more, we're gonna tell the mayor what happened. We'll tell him, and he'll send lots of guards for you. And
We will
and-
be long gone before you find your way back to the town.
No, they're coming. They're right behind us. We sent for backup.
That's not a very good bluff. I'm just gonna cut you off right there.
Okay,
Just totally call you out in the middle of it. Love it.
Trip, I'm trying to
I know
help.
what you're trying to do. Look, much respect for you and your hustle. You're doing great out here. This is a really unfortunate event.
At this point, I want all of you to give me one more perception check.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Another 20 coming in. Watch.
There it is.
Nope.
Nope. 19.
Octavius yet again.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are all busy having this big, meaningful conversation.
I'm just chilling,
Octavius
looking.
is chilling, and it's Octavius that hears a very, very faint from somewhere west of here.
Where the horse rode off?
Yeah, basically, you basically heard the horse like whinny, and then you heard like a muffled cry from somebody.
Yeah. I'm going to stand up on the chair that I'm on.
Yeah, you're probably almost as tall as
A goat stepped out of Lego.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
I'm 6'1" if you
somebody
want a frame
stood.
of reference.
No, I was gonna say he's probably almost as tall as Trip.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, somebody stepped on a D4 out there in the marsh.
I'm gonna
Barefoot.
peer off into the darkness. Not that I'll be able to see anything, and I'm going to say, everyone, quiet.
Okay.
I'm still just peering off.
Okay.
I think he's.
You hear
He's-
nothing more right now than the chirping of crickets, the howl of wolves in the far distance and
He's
the
down.
crackling of the fire.
What?
He's down.
Okay.
I love this kid.
Who's down, bud?
Quickly. And I'm going to run off in that direction.
Oh,
Okay.
Piss off.
I
Do you want to
start
stop
chasing
and
him.
grab the glinting gold objects on the floor here, because you know you're
I-
the only one that noticed them?
I don't care about.
Okay.
I see them if I'm chasing you, and I'm
No,
gonna
you're going to make.
I don't
You just
see
say
it.
I do.
I'm
Well,
gonna follow
I
you.
do, obviously.
I do.
Because
Obviously.
there's basically it's small, there's
Fairy
grass,
fire-
and it's dark. So
Fairy
you will
fire
need a
would also
perception skill
highlight
roll.
it.
I would
Yeah.
that would hold no value to me to
Yeah.
want to pick that
No,
up.
that makes
Oh,
perfect sense. But
I'm
nobody
sorry,
else
I'm-
is even aware that they're there. So unless
Yeah, see, I misunderstood. I thought when it fell out of his sash, we all saw it fall out.
no,
of his sash.
only
so did
he
I.
noticed
Octavius.
that.
I said that earlier, and I didn't. I guess I
Yeah,
did.
only
I mean-
only Octavius noticed that as he started riding
Got
away
it.
and kind of like got buffled by the horse, that a couple of other
Okay.
items dropped. So
To be fair, fairy fire also highlights objects.
yeah,
Was
but
it
he wasn't
after
carrying
or
those
before?
objects
That was
when
after
you cast
he-
it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice try though. That
That was
was
on the ground.
Okay.
That sucked.
But
Anyway, I'm
give me a
chasing
perception check.
Octavius.
If you're running as you run the exact same path as your brother, yeah, you won't see him.
Okay, got it.
Good try though.
In fact, there's a good chance you'll probably step on them and smush them in to make it even harder. No.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yeah, and you all can probably catch up to me fairly easily. I only
He's not
have
very
25. Even if I'm
Yeah.
sprinting, it's only
Your little
50.
leg.
You are way able to. It's like any kid who thinks like I'm faster than you, and obviously isn't. And so it's very easy to catch up with them.
you like jog next to him and let them win at
yeah,
the
I
last
start
second.
getting.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
are you going?
But I'm full sprint, like eyes totally focused forward.
Okay.
Oh, am I doing the anime run? Maybe I am. I don't know.
So yeah, so you guys will kind of watch them running. The problem is with the mist being with that kind of like the that marsh mist. As I
that
said, it's
marsh
kind
mist,
of
yeah.
fairly low, but his head is just like bobbing in and out of like the mist. Like 1 minute he's there, then he's not, then he's there, then he's not.
cute.
So I'm
Yeah.
seeing the two run off. I'm gonna grab a log from the fire,
Like a
as
torch? Yeah. Okay.
and raise it above me and be like, "Doug, your children." I'm gonna start chasing after them.
Yes, yes.
Do not hurt my son.
We're not.
I'm after my kids. The kids,
just-
not my kids.
He bathes at the moon sometimes, and we gotta go catch him. He likes to bolt. I'm so sorry. So
He's a
Yeah,
bolter.
There goes my main
Trip.
source of income. Come along, whiskey.
yeah, let's just go. You guys, beat it, scram, and we'll never see you again, okay? And I'm just gonna keep running with whiskey. Like,
Okay.
come on, heal, and we're gonna go.
All right. So all of you basically are giving chase.
Yes.
He's down.
As you start running, you are aware,
Okay.
like coming up behind you, but at a distance, are a couple of the younger people. It's like they're following, but like they're not really trying to get in your way or interfere with anything. They're, clearly they're just trying to figure out what's going on, and probably looking out for their buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
I've had a buddy before.
Must
Oh
be
no,
nice.
I
One
can't see
time.
again.
He's down. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What? I mean,
The lines are just so good.
You kind of like start running
Love
and
him.
further and further into the marsh. At this point, it's kind of like the fuck this out. I got better noises
See
for
a
this.
black map.
Yes, it's Black Bros.
Yep, at the moment it is. Give me a second. I gotta fix noise first.
Running around at the speed of sound.
Hey everybody, you come here often? How we doing?
Follow my rainbow.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Ooh.
I don't need to have dynamic lighting on this map, to be honest.
Oh.
Just made it look darker. Okay. So yeah, you're kind of like working your way through the marsh. It's damp. It's soggy. And I will take another few perception rolls, please.
Does Trip see what I see? I guess not. I rolled a frickin' 12.
Wow, thank God. I can't. I'm too small. I can't see anything.
Douglas,
Okay,
ever concerned, ever
yes.
vocal.
Douglas, being concerned for the safety of his children, I'm sure.
My boy!
One of the things that you do notice is in amongst the marsh, poking out here and there are some, like, humanoid remains, like old, decayed skeletons. Periodically, you'll see tarnished and broken spear shafts. Old, kind of busted, almost barbaric-looking swords. Just scattered and half-buried in the swamp. Does any of you have history as a skill?
I do.
No.
Okay. Then you would be aware of the history of this place, the Field of Sorrow. Basically, a long time ago, when Sorrowmourn was a fortress, a massive battle happened here. From the mountains that you're running towards, incidentally. Hordes and hordes and hordes of goblinoids and ogres and trolls descended and tried to make their way into Arconis, and this was where a valiant army kind of stood and fought and held them back, and thousands of people died here. This is why it's known as the Field of Sorrow, and where the fortress, after the fortress was destroyed and they rebuilt the town, Sorrowmourn was the name of it, because it was where people came to mourn the death of all their loved ones that died in the battle. So these ancient, kind of crumbling skeletal forms and kind of destructed and old, busted up weapons. Oh, Jane teleported. Are from that era. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And Satch probably can't move either, so.
I kind of start slowing down and like, oh no. We have entered the Field of Sorrow.
What, honey? What do you mean?
That's where we are. Yep.
We're in the Field of Sorrow. A massive battle happened here many years ago. Hundreds, maybe thousands have died.
Okay, let's.
I know.
We're in the middle of it.
Isn't it cool?
I think
No,
it's
it's
fascinating.
It's not cool, children.
Does explain
These
the.
are.
We should take
Kind
a
of,
look
as
at
you
one of the
say
bodies.
that, you say like see one of the skeletons is laying on the ground, and a huge, massive kind of, almost like, 11-inch long centipede comes like crawling out of the eye socket of one of the crusted, broken skulls, and
Look at
like
this.
just crawls across the ground in front of you.
I'm
This
gonna
is really
stumble
exciting.
back. Don't touch any skulls
I never
or
thought
bones.
we'd be able to come here, because Dad would never let us.
Yeah, these are people's remains, everyone. We must be very respectful. And don't touch anything.
Octavius, look at this centipede.
Okay? Don't.
As you
look
say
at it.
that, you hear Seth, kind of as Seth's walking forward, you hear a loud and look down, and Seth just stepped on like a skull and just cracked it, and it broke into small pieces.
Don't.
There's a certain soundscape that's coming from the crunchiness of the ground. If I can get you all to step on 2s and 4s.
No, please, no. Everyone just careful. Please, shh, this is a great sight.
Hey, little one, do you want a boost?
What, me?
No, look at this.
No, the other little one.
Look
You,
at the
yes.
skeleton.
What do I need a boost for?
I could carry you on my shoulders, like.
What? Why?
Like a homunculus. It'd be really cool.
You're small and
So your feet don't get wet.
it's foggy.
You don't want to have wet socks.
I have my wet boots on.
It's wellies.
Just imagine. Can you just all imagine just
Remember when I bought those for
the
you?
screams
He's got those
that
little
have
rubber
echoed in
boots
this
on that have got
place?
the little handles that
you.
you pull up.
Sorry, Gemma, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
The screams that could have, all the screams in
Yes.
history.
The death, the decay.
Oh, never mind, I
This
don't.
field of sorrow. It is so fascinating. I really think we should. We should take a look at one of the bodies.
Just the condensed
care
sorrow
anymore.
and tears and screams of all those who died in the battle.
Oh my
It comes to life. It comes to life under a full moon.
I don't like
It
this.
does.
What's that?
Don't, no, it's awful. Everyone, please, children, please.
And let me tell you, it tastes delicious as well.
Close your eyes so you don't see the horrible terror, please. Everyone, this is not where we're supposed to be.
I think I might take a hand to study it.
No,
Right, look on the ground for a moving corpse. That's probably our guy. He'll be glowing.
Octavius, get me a hand.
Right. So this far in, the marsh,
don't touch a
the
hand.
marsh mist has gotten a lot thicker. It's deeper, and in fact, it's kind of like little wisps of mist kind of drift here and there to where the taller of you can kind of get glimpses into the distance. But it's getting more and more harder for everybody to see much more than about 10 feet in front of them. You can't see anything glowing at this moment in time. You do indeed see, as you start walking forward, though, an almost intact skeleton that is kind of like half buried into the swamp and half laying out of it. It looks like it is much more recently, although still not in the near, or not very recently, but clearly at some point, somebody pulled this thing out of the swamp, out of the marsh, and stripped it bare.
You know, usually I'd be quite terrified of something like this, but there's so many bodies. It's just kind of cool.
Wow, Doug, your kids are mighty fucked up.
When you guys started being into dead bodies, that's not cool.
You know, I've been fascinated with life and death for a long time.
I've been fascinated with just death for a long time.
Ever since Mom got sick, those two got really, really depraved.
All right, these are the human remains. We must be very respectful of everyone, please.
Trip, you're not like that too, right? I mean, I know you've left, but you never were like that when we traveled around.
They stopped making things interesting when they stopped moving. I don't get the appeal.
Huh. Good news, Doug. One of your kids is normal.
Yeah, I just need everyone to not be into cool death skeleton hands. If we could just not be into that would be great. I'm just trying to find the live body. Can we find the live body, everyone?
No, denial's the first stage of grief, Doug.
No, I'm not grieving. I'm just...
Dad, you know I'm interested in many other things. Don't forget that.
I know, sweetheart. It's very cool. I just want live bodies.
Well,
I want all our bodies to stay alive and our skeletons to stay in our bodies. So let's just hurry this up.
I can imagine many things might have happened to Ratka out here.
Yes, we could read about it in books. I would love to get back home and we could read about it. You can tell me all about it.
Hey, Dougie, do missing teeth count? Because those are bones that I don't have anymore.
Yes,
I assume you guys are going to go around.
Oh, yeah, we're walking.
Yeah.
And,
Gemma, are teeth considered bones?
Aren't they?
Absolutely, teeth are bones.
Well, let's keep most of our bones. If we lose a few bones, it's okay. Teeth bones only. Preferably not.
Well, if you
Octavius
happen to
knows
lose
all
any,
about
there's
teeth.
plenty laying around.
I do. They're actually considered calcium, not bones.
Well, no, I was just talking about the braces you used to have. So
Guys, no, we don't.
Medieval braces.
Octavius is gonna give a little huff and kind of separate a bit further from the group after that.
Okay.
Jeff, we talked about not making fun of him. He had very bad spacing with his teeth. We really had to get those tightened up. They were miles apart. It was hideous to
And that
behold.
ridiculous underbite.
Miles
I
apart.
know. It made him look like a little gremlin. It was.
We used to call him Troll Boy.
I know. We gotta be
Steve
nice
was so
to him.
far apart at one point, Jewel walked up to him and said, "You could park a car between those things." Okay.
He's much cooler now.
You've been talking and walking and talking and walking, and it's kind of now you're realizing we've come an awful long way into this marsh. Where is this dude? We should have seen him by now. And you definitely should see a big glowing shape, but you're not. And the kind of like this dark mist that's kind of like drifted up from the marsh is getting thicker and thicker to where you can barely see each other unless you're like literally right next to each other. Maybe 5 foot is as much as you can see between you and the person ahead of you.
Are the other two still following us?
You kind of like turn around. You certainly can't see them, but you can't hear. Like where you guys are walking, there's a definitive sound. There isn't one of those coming from behind you.
Is this locket really worth it?
It's absolutely worth 25 gold. That's a lot of money.
I thought finding, our sister Doug and nieces are more important.
Well, we know they're fine.
Do we? I mean, Gemma, do we really?
I pretty much deduced that they did not harm them. It just seems like Amelia was being
No wedding parties
reasonable
were harmed in the making
and
of this
didn't want to
campaign.
marry a grade A pig.
A is for arbitrary, which this excursion feels like. B is for beyond me, which is why we're out here.
We're not playing those
Are we
games.
playing ABC?
ABC game. Okay, I think maybe said this right. Maybe we should just tell the mayor that we did see the locket, but we couldn't find it, and we'll tell him right where it is. And if he wants it so bad, he can come and get it, and we'll just head back home. What do you think, guys? Maybe we went a little too far out here.
C.
Can we just go home now?
We just maybe go back but to the non-scary spooky mist
That's
area.
where the American Werewolf in London leaps out.
D, Douglas, that's a wonderful idea.
Okay, I appreciate it. Still playing the
E,
game.
everybody stay close. I can't see you anymore.
That's not how you play the game, Trip. You
Okay.
say the letter of something that you see in front of you.
F.
And we are at C. Like a
Freaking fog
cut of-
everywhere.
cut, like a cut of grass.
G, I sure care.
That is,
Do
that's
we
not how to
see?
play the game, Dad. That's not how to play the game.
I know it's not how but do we see Octavius? I can't see him. I just want to make sure I'm not losing sight of him.
I pop up right next to you. Here I am. Hello. Hello, Clarice.
There you go.
Like, look down and there he is, like, ah. If he only had a flashlight, he'd be doing this. Ah.
There you are. Okay, good job. Let's just stay close to me.
D Douglas.
Yeah,
I
very
said
good.
Douglas.
Joint
Okay.
custody. That's after. Wait, no, I skipped a few.
Guys, I really don't think we should keep going. I think we should probably
We need the locket. We do need the locket in order to secure some gold.
let's I don't think it's worth it at this point. I
don't think I understand if we don't secure the locket, then we won't get 25 gold from the mayor. We really need that 25 gold.
I know, Gemma. We won't get the money, but you know what? Maybe I could sell a few more ducks. We could get 25 gold that way. We'll our hearts
Still
out,
have
right?
4 ducks in your backpack right now. You have
I
not
know,
sold any of them.
But I'll teach you guys how to make them. We could just do a little whirlwind, and we'll get lots of them, and we'll go home safe. How about
Like all
that?
those copper pieces.
I know how to whittle. You've taught me how to
completely
whittle, and I followed your directions, and I'm good at it.
Lost.
Yes, lost is what I'm worried about, and I don't know how.
Speaking of lost, everybody give me a survival skill roll.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
I am very good at that.
Beth.
Okay.
Dougie.
Yeah, well, Doug. Most of you
Am I
are
wrong?
starting, like,
Teach me how
because
to
you've been
do
kind of
that.
like
Oh, no.
wandering
Here we go.
here,
Sorry, I
wandering
didn't
there. Most of you start to realize you really don't know which, because you can't see the sun, the sky, you can't see anything. It's like, we could be absolutely anywhere. I don't know which way did we come? Which way did we come in? You can't even see your footprints. because being the swamp and the marsh, the water just kind of like flows straight back over. Fortunately, good old Dad has got a great sense of direction, and he feels pretty
Always
sure
does.
that he can find his way back to the main
he
back to the
knows he
main
can
road.
find his way.
Yep.
No
Yeah,
map
right.
But
needed.
even Dad is starting to get a little kind of it. He's having to stop and really get his bearings.
Okay, so we just head back that way, past the double skeleton hands. I got a couple landmarks in my brain here. I can relay to us. We're gonna take a left at the
With two hands
Like
sticking
a
out of
corpse
the dirt
pile.
going like that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Octavius, you should take the hand there and make it
Take the
fasten
hand,
to point in the
Octavius.
right direction, you know? Just
No,
in
we're
case
not
we
gonna touch.
double
Hey,
back.
I told you not to touch
I
the
like that
hands,
idea.
guys. Don't touch the hands.
There's one right here.
Okay, yes. Hands to ourselves. If you have your own hands, then you keep them to yourself. Okay? How about that, Octavius?
See him reaching down towards the skeleton.
I see you down there, and I mean it. I really mean it this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just,
He is
They're really
Dad, I'm
fun.
sorry.
Which way,
Take it. Take one. Take
bro?
one.
Which way?
We're gonna head back this way. Yes, this is the way. Let's go.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just start.
Yeah, you kind of turn around and like focus a little bit, get your bearings, and like you say, you kind of like look around and are able to kind of just pick out a few very minor landmarks in the dirt or in the swamp that you're able to kind of recognize to give you a point of direction.
I'm gonna hang back, and if Octavius is like dilly-dallying, I'm just gonna start pushing him, like ushering him along. But I stay behind everybody. Come on. Follow your dad.
Well, Doug, you have the floor. You've got us all together. Why not regale us with, the stories of the great hero of sorrow, Saruman,
He's been walking.
Scarrow,
There
rather.
we go.
Tell us all about your exploits. Tell us what kind of crazy
Where is your
things and
puppy,
adventures
by the
you've
way?
been on.
I didn't put your puppy on here.
I don't think I've got it on this map. I haven't.
Let me get you a puppy.
Sorry.
Sorry. I didn't have a puppy. I need a
Yes.
Please, Douglas, tell us
Please
about
tell us the
your-
one story that we know.
Tell us
about.
all of your many
You-
stories.
You know, I don't like to talk about that time, especially in front
There
of
you go.
Octavius.
There's Pupster.
It upsets the boy, and I don't like to talk about it.
He's poking bones currently.
No, I got it. I'll tell you a story, huh? How about that?
Yeah, sure. Listen to Seth tell you
it's
about his
probably
days.
My
not a
favorite
good-
story.
It's probably just a bar story that we don't want to hear.
Let me guess.
Oh.
You punched someone in it.
No.
You punched two people in it.
No.
Oh.
Here's the story. It was in Scarrow, in the bar, right? And I was there getting drunk for the
I
day.
told you it's the same story.
And this guy who looked exactly like me, he was bald and fat with big breasts. He came in with a bunch of people. And
I remember that one.
This was like 4 or 5 years ago. And he was sitting at this table, and this other group of people came in. One was decked out in plate mail, shiny as shit. The other was a really beautiful lady. She's a beautiful lady. I mean, if I was to marry anyone, it would be her. And then there was this other hooded lady, a cloaked lady. I think she was an elf, but I couldn't really tell. And she came in, and they recognized each other. And then another guard, what was his name, Tim or Larry, or whatever. Anyway, he was at the
Terry.
bar. Whatever, Terry, sure, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember that detail. He talked to the guy in the plate mail and said, "No killing." And I watched as these two started with pots and pans to started beating the crap out of each other. And I wanted to join in. Ooh, I would have joined in. But I was like 3 shits to the wind.
I was very, very drunk at the time.
So I watched as they bashed each other and knocked each other out. And it was the best bar brawl I've ever not been a part of.
I've ever not been a part of. Okay.
Great story, huh?
I have heard
Great
that
kids.
story maybe 3 times on this trip already.
Well, you continue to wade your way through. But then you start, even though Douglas, you are 100% convinced you're going in the right direction. But after a while, you realize we should have found the road by now. And there's no signs of the fog or the mist giving up. You can't make out campfires or torchlights in the distance where the where the travelers' camp was, and surely there's no way that they hauled out of here that quickly. You're starting to get a little concerned. Maybe you went the wrong way? You don't think so, but that doubt is starting to creep in now, because you should have been out of it by now.
He dead?
Yeah, honey. Yeah.
It's been pretty long time. And we
Yeah.
entered. We weren't we weren't walking that long. So, where's the road, Dad?
We're almost there, honey. We're just
Are we there yet?
we're walking
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
walking a little slower this time. So it's just up ahead. Not to fear. I've got it, and I'm just gonna kind of try to reorient myself and see if I could maybe it was a smidge to the left. I think maybe it was over this way. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm getting nervous.
Can you
I
put me
wasn't.
up? I'll see if I can get over the fog.
What's that, hon?
If you guys can hold me up, I can maybe see over the fog.
Sure, I've got you.
Don't be daft, Octavius.
Seth, maybe you want to give it a boost and.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift Trip up from under the armpits. I'm just gonna roughly grab him and hoist him.
Yeah, you can't get above it. It seems to be ridiculously thick and dense, way more than it was before. It's like it's really rolled in thick here.
Hey, remember that time 5 minutes ago when I was really excited about this?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I'm starting to freak out.
Don't worry.
It's just the fog's just kind of like enveloping me.
Okay, you're fine, honey. It's okay. Just remember, take a deep breath.
You know, I'm a little bit claustrophobic. So.
Deep breath.
Gemma, let's
Deep breath.
Come on, sis. Where's your spine?
That's good. I'm still freaking out.
He pulls a soggy, wet, muddy, dripping human spine out of the ground.
It's gonna wiggle, a little bit.
And then he realizes it's actually one of those massive centipedes. Ah!
Gemma, just picture the mist is just giving you gentle hugs. You know.
Yeah, there you go. Gentle hugs.
I don't quite like gentle. I don't really like hugs in general.
Gemma, let's play catch lights, yeah?
I like hard hugs. They feel better.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make little candle lights out of my fingers and just be and toss one to you.
There you go. There you go.
Focus. Thank you.
Good. Okay. I'm gonna call Whiskey to me back. Whiskey. A track Whiskey, and see if he can find our scent through.
I'm not losing my dog because you told him to run off into the mist. He hardly comes back as it is.
No, he's just gonna find our trail, kids. Don't worry. He's on it.
We are lost.
Well, no, we're not lost now.
You just said find our trail.
So, Whiskey kind of starts going forward.
Just getting lined up
snuffling
here.
the ground.
Cuthbert.
And, he kind of goes a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, a little bit more to the right, a bit more to the right, back to the left, a lot to the left. And you start realizing that Misty is taking you all over the place. He hasn't got a fucking clue with Whiskey. He hasn't got a fucking clue where he's going. He's looking for a track or a scent, but he's not finding anything.
Okay, let's just kind of stay in between his average there, and I think we got it. We just gotta
help.
No, don't shout. There might be other people around.
Anyone?
There's swords and stuff. Let's just keep walking, kids. We got this. Everybody hold hands if you get
Trapped
lost.
with my family.
No. Well, yeah, yes, but no. We got this. Everybody, just keep hustle up.
Has anyone seen Octavius?
No, who's got him?
I pop up right next to you. Here I am.
Oh, God. Oh,
Oh, it's
boy.
my favorite.
Oh, boy.
This never gets old.
I'm so proud of how sneaky you are, son.
Well, I'm not doing it as a joke. I'm just literally right behind you. You don't notice me. And so I'm just I'm right here.
Okay, yeah. You're always just...
He's always just right there.
Okay. Now we just keep going, I guess.
Okay.
So what's the other
Well,
half
you
of
do.
your name,
You continue
Octavius?
to wander around
Excellente.
in this thick fog.
Right.
For what starts to seem like an hour or so. Probably isn't. Probably not that long. It's probably less than that, but it's starting to feel like that. However, finally, almost as if you walked through a barricade. The mist subsides. It's gone. It's like just not there anymore. And you find yourself standing on a road.
Up dead, I knew you could do it.
There, see? We were right on track the whole time.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we got it.
Good
There's
job,
nothing to
Whiskey.
worry
Good
about.
job.
See?
I'm gonna start petting the dog and giving
I really
no
freaked
credit
out.
to Douglas.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Your old pal's got your old dad's got you.
I'll ask
So,
for Coon. I apologize.
The weird thing is, though, when you emerge from this strange, dense fog that kind of just passed, there's still patches of fog. There's still marsh and swamp to your right. But to your left is an old iron grate fence covered in rust. Beyond the iron grate fence, a good couple of 100 yards set back is a big, multi-story manor house. It has got flickering lights, and it looks like there are people home. This is a little puzzling to you, considering you know for a fact you didn't pass any houses on the road getting here. Maybe you came out way further south than you remember, but if that was the case, the swamp would be on the other side. So, it starts to feel a little weird to you guys. Like, looking also at the road, it appears to be covered in puddles, and it's kind of wet and damp. Like it's rained recently, but it hasn't rained for at least 3 or 4 days.
Okay. Well, we'll just we'll just pop on over there and just ask them if they can point us back to the road. I think we'll just kind of check in with these nice folks, and I'm sure they'll get us right on back on track. Everybody good with that?
It's like a good idea. Yeah, we could do.
We'll be kind and excellent to these.
Yes. No stealing any cups, Trip. If you could just maybe leave all the cups here. Maybe even give them that one.
Off? Yeah.
Maybe give them that one. That would probably help. And we're just.
It's a very nice cup.
Keep it. We might need the cup for later.
And we're going to be nice and polite and smile, everyone, and just see if they'll let us stop in for just a sec and find out that I know exactly where we are. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. You can see a couple of large, ornate, but yet old and rusted gates further down the side of the fence.
I do not see the map.
Yeah, we're not on the map.
Lies.
The map.
There we go.
Lies.
Yes, I was lying.
You were lying.
What if we just did that to him every time? Like, we're not on the map.
Don't see the
Sorry.
map. Don't see
Just
the
let
map.
him click around wildly.
I smile really wide.
Okay, you all kind of move your way down to the large iron gate. Okay.
All right.
Wait for the other. Are the other two deliberately hanging back, or are you just not moved yet?
No, sorry. Yeah.
And you
I'm
won't be able to
following.
move, Satch, because
yeah,
you're
I'm just
still.
so startled by the beauty of this house. That's what it is. And just very disoriented.
They're always so struck.
There you go.
And it's just that's like the mark of a bard is the absolute serendipity and amazement that comes with every moment.
As you kind of look at the iron gates, you notice like a large engraved letter D is at the top of the archway.
D. Douglas.
You found the D.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
But
It's not my
from
gate.
behind you,
Made of
you
wood, of
suddenly
course.
start to hear faint sobbing. Spinning around, you see 2 small children. One little tiny boy who is kind of like clutching a rag doll, and another child who is slightly taller. They're both clearly younger than Octavius. Probably the girl is maybe 11, 12, the boy younger than that. The boy is crying and sobbing. The little girl has got dried tears on her face, and she just looks at you and says, "Please,
You have to help me.
Oh, hey there, little ones. Yeah, we'll help you. I'm gonna kind of step forward to him. What can I do? And I'm gonna get down on a knee.
He
Just
says,
kind of.
you can... Wait till next week. And that's where we will leave it this evening.
Stinker.
You little stinker.
That is good, Thor. That is
Alrighty.
G.
Good place to leave things.
I.
Damn it. Here. Just give that a measure. Ah, dagnabbit. Well, time for a beer. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, hello there. It's me, Christy, your D&D dad. I'm here to do all the things that a good D&D dad should do. Like mow the lawn, fix some shit, drink a beer, and of course, roll lots of 20s. And if you like all this, can you pan?
Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, you look good. Yeah.
You should check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Christastics. And if you like D&D content, check out my podcast, New Crits on the Block. Anyway, I love you, my children.
If you're seeing this, that means that I'm back to playing Mondays on How Reroll. My handle is Satchmo on all platforms, and if you follow me, then maybe I can...
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
Nothing!
Hi, is this my local zoologist? Yes, I'll hold. Hi, local zoologist. Yes, my name is Jane Ivana, and I'm looking for a snake that has a stinger. Yes. I'll hold. You don't have any? Alright, well, if you could look into it, you can contact me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, that's with a 0. Anytime. Yeah, or you could catch me on my Twitch streams. I stream like once a week on twitch.tv/JaneIvana. Alright, I'll hold. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, local zoologist.
Hey everyone, it's the Snuggler. This year, Jane asked us to go quick on our outros, so I promise I'll go as fast as possible. You're just gonna put all my information on text on the screen, aren't you? Son of a...
Hey, twitch.tv/Shagget here, and I'm trapped in Barovia. I'm hiding in a dingy basement with some art, art dingy basement, nothing like what you usually see on my webcam when I do streams on How We Roll. And I'm not hiding from Strahd, believe it or not. He's a pushy Dracula knockoff. He doesn't scare me. I'm not afraid of him. I'm actually hiding from Gorebad, my dungeon master. He's out to kill me. I think finally surviving in 10 campaigns in Arconis throughout his stories, he's snapped because of it. And because of that, he's out to really kill me this time. Contact me at @neb_convos on Twitter, please. Your support will help keep me alive, keep me on the run, keep my hope alive. I really need to see what happens to Radovan, Emlyn, and Alekma, and all my other characters that I've played. I really need to see what happens to them. I'm very curious. Oh shit, I messed up. I really messed up. I think he heard me. He's coming. See ya!
Hi there, I'm Gorebad, and thank you for watching How We Roll. If you'd like to keep up with us when we're not live on Twitch, you can check out our other forms of social media. Follow us on Twitter, @HowWeRoll. You can also follow our Facebook page. You can find the website at www.howweroll.com, and you can also find us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll, for an absolute ton of additional content. Also, you can follow the dmblog.com for some DM tips, world building guides, and all things D&D related. Cheers, guys. That was a long walk. Okay, they said Shagget was somewhere here, and the door to where he's hiding was a blue door. So we gotta find a blue door, blue door, blue door, blue door. Blue door. You're mine now, Shagget.